Oh no, chat. I see my internet is dropping frames right now. Let me take a quick peek here. Always something. This has been a hell of a week for trying to stream. I've just been busy, and then just Dragon's Dogma 2 is a shit show, and now my internet's on fire apparently. Hold on, let me check something. Check me 1 second. I haven't dropped frames in like forever, so so weird happening all of a sudden. Well, chat, if it's too stuttery, let me know. It looks really bad. It looks like I'm dropping like 40% of the frames, which I don't really get why. What happened to Dragon's Dogma? Did you not see any of yesterday's stream? So where do I even start with what's wrong with Dragon's Dogma? So first off, a lot of the problems in the first game they just didn't fix. And some of them they made worse. Like the whole, it's an open world game, a lot of traveling, and then you have to run everywhere, and you run out of stam while running constantly, and you have to wait for your stam to come back. Right? That was like universally hated in the first game. It's so pointless. And everyone was like, oh yeah, just make it so when you're out of combat, your stam refill, you know, it doesn't drain. But they didn't do that. So there's just a lot of typical stuff like that that was bad in the first game, and it's kind of even worse now because it's a sequel. It should improve on things, you know, that kind of thing. It runs like garbage. It's one of the worst optimized games I've ever seen, and it's not because of the graphics. If you're out in like the world and there's not a lot of like enemies or AI around, the game runs fine, even if it's a graphically intensive thing that's going on. It's just, it's coded really badly, like Dark Souls 1. So like the AI pathing is outrageously CPU intensive. So you go into like the major cities and the game just like starts freaking the fuck out and goes down to like 20 frames per second and crap like that. It's really bad. And the game is just kind of easy, and like the story is really nonsensical. And then after I stopped streaming yesterday, I found out it's even worse than that. So the game behind the scenes is running a really intrusive DRM. Right, because Capcom, which also affects performance, and by the way, this is a completely single-player game, right? There's no PvP or co-op, and they're running this like super intrusive DRM in the background, so that's not great. And then there's like a whole bunch of fucking microtransactions. Now, I keep seeing people defend the microtransactions, and they're like, oh, you can just ignore them, and they're in all of Capcom's other games, and no one complained over there, so why are people mad now? Because those other fucking games, one, it's still shit in those games, but those other games aren't like doing everything possible to try to trick people into buying the microtransaction. Like, it's crazy. So you only get one save file, and there's no way to erase that save file in the game. You can't click new game. Like in Dragon's Dogma 1, you could click new game and make a new character, and it'd be like, are you sure you want to do this? It'll erase your other character. That's already stupid. But in Dogma 2, you can't do that. You make a character and you're stuck with it, and the cloud server side save is constantly trying to override your save. So if you manually delete it, it'll just re-update it to the other one. Now you can get rid of your save, but you have to like delete your save, unplug your internet or some shit, and then make a new file and then connect to the internet. It's just like the game is trying to stop you from deleting your character, and if you want to change what your character looks like, or go male, female, or make a giant, you know, go be short now, or when you change classes, you want to be like, you know, a cat person instead of a human or whatever. You can't by default, but you can spend $2 and then you can recustomize your character. And people keep defending this with, oh well, there's an in-game way to do it eventually. But like, I've been playing for 6 hours and I have like 5 rift points, because you lose all your rift points making the rifts. And in order to get the character customization, you have to spend 500 rift points, which is mostly done through online stuff, which you may not even have access to. And by the way, so you might have to play 10, 20 hours to be able to get that. And most people that are like, oh shit, I messed up my character, You know, I want to be a female character. I want to be a male character, right? They're probably going to want to do that before they get 500 drift points. So they're trying to push you into paying the $2 to be able to, you know, make a new character or customize your character. That's why it's a big... So yeah, horrible DRM, horrible optimization, just super predatory with the new game systems, you know, the way the save files are done, just super fucked up. Microtransactions out the ass, and then it's not really better than the first game. I mean, it's incredibly similar to the first game, but I found it to be a lot clunkier. It feels like I'm playing Dark Souls 2 with the movement. It's just like everything's really slow. Just a lot of the things I did not like in the first game or in the second game. Oh yeah, and then like God, this is turning into a Dragon's Dogma rant stream, but they made the healing so obnoxious. Like so in the first game, when you would take damage, you would lose a little bit of maximum HP. So let's say my AP bar here is my health, right? So let's say you take damage, your health goes down to like half because you got hit really hard. So your health's at half, but you lose a tiny bit of maximum HP. But you could heal back up to like, you know, 95% or whatever, right? You could heal that back up through like your pawn using a healing spell on you or using it on yourself or whatever. But then if you wanted to get that maximum HP back, you would use a consumable, like an HP potion, eating an apple, you know, whatever. You do something like that, and you get your maximum HP back. Now, that doesn't happen. Now, if your HP goes down and you lose maximum HP, you can't get that back through your friends healing you, you healing yourself, or using an item. You just can't. You essentially have to find a bonfire and use a campsite there. You have to find like these bonfires, and you need a camp kit, which you can only use so many times. And the camp kit takes up like a third of your inventory space. I'm not even kidding you. And so if you want to carry a few of those around, good luck. And also, if you want to set up a camp to heal yourself, it's like 5 clicks, and you have to go through like 3 mini loading screens, and it just takes forever. And sometimes you have to do this pretty frequently. And it's like, why? It's just a heal, and it's like not even a hardcore game. It's not Elden Ring, right? And it's just awful. So it's basically Dragon's Dogma, but worse. And then it runs really bad, and DRM and microtransactions and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, not a fan. Really not a fan. And the story is just so nonsensical. But yeah, I tried to refund it, but I've been playing it for like 5 hours, so I can't. So that's great. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I was very disappointed with that game. Like, just, wow. Doesn't that make dungeons really tedious? Yes. Although I never actually found a dungeon. But yeah, the way healing is done is just very fucking tedious. But yeah, I'm really disappointed because I wanted Dragon's Dogma 2 to be Dragon's Dogma 1, but smooth out all the rough edges. But they didn't do that. It's Dragon's Dogma 2 is Dragon Dogma 1, but like worse, and then the rough edges are even rougher. I can't even think of something that was obnoxious in the first game that they fixed in the second game. Like, I can't think of anything. Like, everything that was obnoxious in the first game is still obnoxious, and now there's a bunch of new obnoxious stuff. It's just wild, dude. Yeah, one of these days, I'll play Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma 0.5. That is absolutely how I feel about it. This is kind of loud, isn't it? But, you know, the evil one, the monster, gifted me Helldivers 2, so we might play that. I don't know what I want to do with Helldivers 2. I really want to play it, but I don't know if I want to do it like on stream, off stream, co-op, solo. I don't know. Who? Oh, you know who. Okay, Assassin, Caster, Lancer. Saber's good. Berserker's good. Oh yeah, I never did see Charlemagne's new costume. Let's see if he can solo this, I suppose. Why not? K-scope, huh? But yeah, that's my Dragon's Dogma 2 rant. I can't... All the people defending it are just... It's ridiculous. It's like... They're... Cognitive dissonance or some shit, dude. It's wild. Like, every excuse I've seen for it is just so bad. So bad. Yeah, no, Helldivers 2, you can, like, play co-op, solo, offline, online. Doesn't have a bunch of DRM. These are some pants, chat. My god. Let me just Shin Gong here. But here we are back in FGO. Dealing with Nido Chris nonsense, I do believe. I'm so far behind on FGO. So it is the real house? So basically, they're being vague, and this is kind of the main character's backstory, but kind of not, so they can still be self-inserty, is what I'm getting out of this. I've been sick the last 2 days. Are you getting better, though? Like, how sick are we talking here? Guess I just vanilla NP right now. Make some stars. I'm assuming his animations don't change. He probably has a new skill animation, and that's it. These pants, though. Much better today? That's good. Chat, I fucking hate self-ins. Dude, this looks so dumb with these pants. What the fuck? This reminds me of like Tales of games. Oftentimes will have some costumes that are like really whack, like really off the wall, outrageously out of place, but they'll be in combat and doing their big fancy special attacks and all that like it's normal. So yeah, it's definitely what it reminds me of. SpongeBob SquarePants here a little bit. I want to cast a skill, but I don't have a lot of reasons to. I can do invulnerability here. Let me go slow-mo. Chat, it's really hard to take this story seriously though, because you just know it's not gonna matter. Like, Mash is not dead. Da Vinci is not dead, right? It's just so obviously a fake out that like how, and it's just, they've done this so many times. It's like, who cares, dude? I wish Mash was dead. Yeah, I kind of do too, to be honest. I don't even hate Mash. I don't really like her that much either. And then she's just constantly, like, overly forced into the story and into interludes and everything else. And it's just like, okay, I'm kind of tired of this. Oh no, this is, chat, this is gonna take a minute. Time to sip my drink. Okay, ghost ladies, if you could like speed this up a little bit, that would be great. This is what I get for being in slow-mo. Honestly, I like the K&K ghosts more. It didn't do much damage. Well, they're casters, so I get more NP gain. We'll see if that makes a difference here. Okay, chat. Real quick, rapid fire. Who do you like more, Charlemagne or Richard the Lionheart? Taking shots at, I guess Charlemagne fans. I have a feeling, yeah. I'm gonna take Richard. That's what I thought. There's a few Charlemagne holdouts here, fighting the good fight. Look at these two fuckers living, dude, and then casting evade. How dare they? Richard definitely won that one though, and I have to go with Richard as well, chat. And unfortunately, it's not that close either. I don't have a problem with Charlemagne or anything, but Richard kind of blows him out of the water. I wonder when the anime for Fate Strange Fake is actually going to start. We'll see. And we're really, we were doing so good on not taking damage, but that last turn we got kind of foobarred there. Alright, I got a bunch of stacks. This damage resist gimmick is kind of obnoxious, I'm not gonna lie. That's a cool skill animation though. I actually have a hat like this, except it's black. I actually wear it pretty often, not gonna lie. Old-timey cap, I suppose. Alright, let's see the damage. We got attack up, quick up, bunch of the king trait thingy-ma-bit jig. I was kind of expecting more with that many stacks, to be honest, but that wasn't bad. Nice crit. Ooh. Look at this ghost animation update. I guess I evade now and try to kill. Get him. My Charlemagne would have killed there. How strong is yours? Because this one's 90 NP2. Isn't yours like 100 NP5? Because yeah, actually, you're probably right. Probably would have killed there. It's a pretty big upgrade. Oh, 103. Oh, shit. That means he's definitely 2k foed then. He may have been just shy, though. Like, this is a damn tanky ghost. Well, the damage boost on Avengers, as far as I can tell, is kind of what they're balancing this shit around. Which, that wouldn't be so bad if there was a decent free-to-play Avenger. The problem is there isn't. Now, I guess you have the friend support, though. You can always summon a friend's Jolter or Gorgon or whatever. Base Ishtar. I'm sure somebody's using Space Ishtar like non-stop in this place. Chat, I was not expecting though to like hate Dragon's Dogma 2. I did not think they were gonna fuck that up. I thought like, yeah, just take the first game and smooth out those edges. It'll be great. But just holy fuck, man. What's bad is even though a lot of people are angry and last I checked it was mostly negative on its Steam reviews, there's still so many people playing it and buying it. They're making massive money. And the thing is, money is all that matters. So they're like, oh, well, I mean, they'll put up with it, so they're gonna do it again. Right? All the like scummy stuff they're doing right now, they're not getting any feedback right now to actually tell them not to do this again. Right? Because money talks. So everyone's like, yeah, you can do super intrusive DRM and we'll buy it anyway. Right? Like, it's crazy, dude. You know, that's what I don't like. Is Lost is probably correct. Is even though everyone's defending the microtransactions and acting like it's not a big deal, they have probably already made more money off of the microtransactions than the game itself. And it's so fucking stupid. But I'm kind of part of the problem because I would have refunded it. I'll say this, if I wasn't streaming, I would have refunded it in time. But because I streamed for 5 hours, I went past the time that you can refund it, and I tried to, but they wouldn't let me. So, that's really just because I'm a streamer. But still, I ended up not refunding it too. I will say though, this does damage their reputation. So I think some people like won't buy it next time. Like I definitely won't. But there's a lot of people defending it. It's really dumb. And like their arguments are just absolute dog shit. Yeah, I guess you do get the story support Jolter a lot. Who's fucking 888 though for some reason. And like the friend support, because the extra classes are all mixed, you're not necessarily gonna have access to Avengers. And I really have to stress this, because the game has less normal players and more bots than ever, because they changed it so if you summon a friend support that's not on your friends list, you can use them like normal. You can use their NP and everything. So theoretically, you should be able to refresh a few times at most, and just find a Jolter or a Lobo or whatever you're looking for in your set. But you can't do that anymore. Like right now, I have 0 real players that popped up here. Every single player that popped up is a bot. Every single one of them. So all of my, you know, there's no blank, like see, like it stops the green hand because there are no extra classes slotted on any of these bot accounts. So the only people I have access to are people on my actual friends list. And you know what's fucked? If you don't have actual friends, it's actually really hard to get them now. Because when you have an account with 0 friends, no one shows up in these green slots. And most of the people that are popping up are bots. So you don't have random people you can summon to send a friend request to. It's actually really bad. Yeah, those accounts look legit, I know, right? Now, if you refresh, you'll get someone eventually, right? So like for this time, every single one of them was a bot. But let's see. Surely I'll get an actual player at some point here. That's not a good start though. That's literally 2 refreshes and they're all bots. Okay, there's one. So yeah, 3rd time's the charm and we got 1 actual player. But that means building, but the thing is, let's say, okay, this is the first actual player I've seen with 3 sets of support lists. So let's say I was a new account and I summon this guy and then send him a friend request after doing the stage. He may not accept it. And the next guy may not accept it. And the next guy may not accept it. And then you're probably gonna summon like 8 bots and then a player, then 30 bots. And it's just like, it's actually gonna be a lot harder to fill out a friends list if you don't have actual friends or you don't join a Discord or something. Like if you join a Discord and you're like, hey, you know, I'm new to the game, you know, or I need help with the singularity or whatever, people will add you, absolutely. But, yeah, the total random is maybe not. The problem with the follow system is you have to actually get them to pop up in the first place. The Star Wars thing is not half of a shit show compared to Dragon's Dogma. Like, it's just not a very good remaster. It's kind of all there is to it. Dogma 2 really surprised me with how bad it was. I was really not expecting that. Like, I would legitimately rather go play the first game than play the second one. I figure if I made a bigger stink about it, I know if you make a really big stink about refunding a game, Valve will normally refund you at least once, even if you're over the 2 hours, but I'm probably not gonna bother, but I really do wish I could refund it. Man, like I said, I did not think this would happen. This looks like trash mobs again. Who to use? Could show off aces just to see some stat. Oh wow, you've even got the saber path a good chunk of the way done. What else do you have done here? Let's see. Surely that's not the main class you're doing. Okay, you got 45 on Lancer. We're a little split right now. Nothing on Caster. Wait, where's Ace? There he is, 0. Is it just Saber and Lancer then, and just split between the 2? For Lancer, what do we got? Is it Karna? I mean, we could try. It's complete neutral. That'll be tough, especially if you're fighting more than 3 enemies at a time here. Or Saber Karna? Oh no. Don't even start with that. Single target definitely struggles more when you're fighting 6 enemies at a time. Probably shouldn't Shingon here, honestly. This could get tough. Honestly, I can't bring myself to stream Dogma 2. I think I'm kind of just done with it. Unless they really fix it up. It's just too scummy, dude. It's so scummy, and then it's not even that good. Like, all the positives I can say about it gameplay-wise apply to the original, so it's not great. Yeah, we killed the bitch that killed Timmy, so mission accomplished. That was unironically really fun. We haven't really had a serious boss fight this entire time. There was one boss fight that was supposed to be serious, but they make you summon, what's her name? Avenger Ushi, and the fight's balanced around like the gimmick she has, and then it's ultimately rather easy. So, wasn't great. This evade actually helps me, because now I can refund. Yeah, and the optimization is just absurd, like how bad it is. It clearly should have been in the oven longer. Because it's not, the problem isn't even like that hard to fix. It's kind of just incompetence. Come on, crit, crit, crit. Nah. Had a 50% art crit, and it was overkill, so we would have gotten a massive amount of NP refund there. Yeah, I love this costume. MC looks like that because he thinks Mash and Da Vinci are dead, which they're not. It's all very dumb. Let's see. He's a twat. He's got double damage resist. I think these things count as divine though, so we'll get our bonus if they do. You know, I think I'll take my crit up. Do I just do the one buster? I guess so. This is a problem. The fact that's all the damage we did, that's a problem. That damage resist is pretty chunky. Probably should have saved the buster up for the NP turn, but I wanted the big crits. We're totally dead. There's just like no way. It's like way too little damage. Wait, did the Sphinx get an animation update? I actually was not paying attention to his attacks there. I would have liked a crit there. We actually could have broken there if I had crit. I have the crit up buff. Honestly, if we got really lucky, maybe we could beat this. So I made a slight misplay, and we could have already broken. I'm guessing he's got 40% damage resist. Stop taking my stars. Jeez. I'm not gonna live 2 turns to get this back, unfortunately. Can't crit anymore either. This is a more minor animation update compared to the other ones they've done for the mobs. Although I haven't seen his NP, that might be fancier. You know, if we had proper command codes, yeah, we could definitely beat this because we're not that far from beating it anyway. This is here next turn, and with just command codes, I would have lived this turn. Like I could have healed 2 or 3 times. So yeah, actually Karna can do this. It'll just be a bit tight. But yeah, I wasted my second skill. So if I hadn't done that and we had proper command codes, he could have done it. Which is actually kind of impressive considering he's neutral AoE in a single target situation and the enemy's got double damage resist. Because yeah, we probably would have won next time I NP'd. Might be too easy with the rider. I know what I want to try. Did better than Ku would have. Okay, chat. Okay, I was gonna use Canis, but now you pissed me off. Oh god, I have to actually set my Ku up though. 1 minute. Making me mad here. I gotta not use Yang CE. That's too much. I was gonna use Canis because AoE Lancer, and I actually haven't used her much. I don't know if the command codes actually matter that much here. The hard part for Ku is gonna be the trash mobs. If I played better, I actually think Karna still would have lost there, but just barely. But then if I played better and he had like the heal command code and stuff, then I think it'd have been fine. Man, it's always so hard to decide if you want to use... Screen is fucked up, by the way? Is it? Huh. Is it just this window? Oh, it's just this window. Okay. But anyway, like, it's always hard to decide if you want to bring heal on Ku because it lowers the damage on his first skill if you heal. But then sometimes it's worth it because you live so much longer. It just depends. Doesn't really seem like a fight it would really matter, but might just do it because I normally don't do it. I kind of want to see how it does, I suppose. And also because I don't know what to even put on my fucking Buster card. I'm swearing a lot, chat. Drunken uncle, by the way. God, fucking Odin with Caster nonsense. That shit really is annoying. Like, if that stuff was just, like, reliable, the fluffy fight would be so much more reasonable. Oh, Kiba got nuked. That doesn't happen every day. Okay, get a mod fix that, please. Probably switch this here real quick. I don't know if it's someone that's following me or that's on my friends list, but somebody summons my Romulus like every day, like several times. Can we have this emote? Fine. It's kind of small though. Like, good luck. Like, you can't, unless you mouse over it, you just can't see the expression like at all. That's like a classic, like doing an emote wrong, honestly. Like, you gotta zoom that shit in. Like, how you make that emote better is you pretty much don't show any of like the jacket or any of that. You have it be just the face and the hand, and then you zoom completely in on it so it's taking up the entire emote space. That way you can actually see the mouth expression. Yeah, I'm sure somebody's following me. With all the different people playing, it's bound to happen a few times, right? But they like Romulus, apparently. Unfortunately, going by his sales, he did not, he was not very popular. Oh, this is my main. Excuse me. I was about to say, why don't I see myself? And it's because I can't summon myself. I wish I could, but that's not a thing. I guess I'll go Atlas. I don't know. This default's pretty good on Q these days, and with heal boost, can make this heal really strong. But I'll do Atlas. It's tricky. I try to use George because no one slots level 1s, or it's a bot. Yep, pretty much. This music, though. Alright, pretty shit opening hand, but what are you gonna do? That Lost Belt 6 map theme. Probably the best thing about Lost Belt 6, other than Fluffy and then Fluffy's theme, but I swear though, it's like now it's become like a thing that the map themes are really good, so they go out of their way to make sure the map themes are bangers, I swear. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just kind of funny. Ort's map theme is definitely my favorite though. That was crazy, but they had a different map theme. It wasn't like, it wasn't Lost Belt 7's map theme, it was like Ort's specifically. I love that. Solomon's good too. You hardly get to hear that one though, because it's a shorter thing. Although you got to hear it more during the event. Want to make sure I kill one, but then also get as much NP as I can. Give me a crit here, game. There you go. Man, that was a lot of NP gain. It's because Art crits on casters with overkill, like all those things combined, it just really adds up. Now, I can technically get a triple kill, but because of the evade, I kind of can't. Because I'd have to NP the one. That sucks. If I didn't have evade, I would just attack this one, NP this one, and then last attack and extra attack the other one, and I could probably kill all three. But I doubt I can do that. I guess I just go for killing two. Can I kill with quick? Probably no reason to risk it. Make sure he dies. Got a defense up and a damage resist, so. Oh, why the hell did it attack that one? Look, the only mistake I made on Karna was the second skill. And that wasn't even a huge mistake because it did benefit the crits quite a bit, all right? That would not have made the difference. Now, it would have been close, and it already was close. But I think he would have needed either better luck or command codes. Then if you get both, then you're really set. But do I want to heal this back? No, I'll probably save the debuff clear. So I can heal with this. So, I guess NP gain. Stargen. Wait a minute, I should have put more on Stargen. I don't need that much NP gain. Oh, I fucked up. Whoops. Could have made like 23 stars or something. Probably too early for guts, but I want the attack up. Possibly a mistake though, because it's only like a 20%, 20.5% attack up. Wow, that is a lot of damage resist. We only did 58k. This star drain thing though. I'm not gonna remove that yet. If it didn't star drain me, that probably wouldn't be a 90% crit right there. And of course, it doesn't crit. Bro. That's fucked up. Well, only 22k now. What a jackass. Look, I'm whiffing my attack up and my defense down now because we didn't break that bar. So I could have applied this attack. I could have had attack up and like double defense down. So to impede there, it'd been great. And now I'm also whiffing NP gain. What a shitter. I guess I'll get rid of this debuff. Probably shouldn't have PFA'd there because getting low on HP is actually a good thing right now. But I don't think it's gonna matter. Chat, do we use Santa Karna now? Like this is such a dumb boss to do multiple times, but kind of figure that's what chat wants. Also, I am kind of curious. Do I throw my guts away to just get the attack up? I could probably wait a turn here. I really should not be healing. I'm just lowering my damage for no reason. I'd like to point out, though, how unpressed Ku is here. Like, Ku's a good solo servant or something. Like, by the time anything happens, I'm gonna have PFA again, and then Guts again. Guess I rainbow chain here, because we're so close to the end. Watch the boss insta-kill me or something. Although, actually, did I cast? I think I cast Guts, so then it wouldn't even work. Yeah. Oh, he's dead. Shit. That's disappointing. Well, we weren't even close to running out of gas there. Like, I could have kept fighting, like, another health bar or two there. Obviously, because you cheat. Yeah, I hacked FGO, guys. Karna could have done it, though. He just needs... He wouldn't have, like, value like this left over. Like, not even close, but, if he got really min-maxy with Karna, he could do it. If you throw on Santa Karna, I will unsub. You know, that'd have been great if you weren't subbed in the first place. That's what I expect out of my chat. Alright, where's he at? Of course. He's too good to be in the Saber slot, chat. He's gotta be in the all slot. Let me think. Default, or I would think Atlas. Let me look at his skills again to be sure here. We've got heal boost though, which that always makes default better. I mean, his skills are 5, 6, 5, so I think Atlas. Besides, there are debuffs here. Not the debuffs are that big of a deal, but still. I don't even know where this coup killer thing came from fucking Santa Karna of all things. I think it was at that one random time that we just randomly did a boss with Ku and then did it with Santa Carna. But they both beat it, and then Ku had like loads of value left over. And then somehow chat tried to turn it into, it's like, it was like Santa Carna's just as good or some stupid shit. Was it actually a Nidocris stage? Because that's kind of funny because we're dealing with Nidocris again. Oh, that's not even fair. He's counterclassing these guys. I guess what the fuck, game? But I guess I minimized it. I guess I leave the Lancers alive because if they hit me, they'll do less damage. So they're like the least threatening thing here. I need to play Slay the Spire. I've been asked many times to play that over the years, and I really want to. So that might happen. I'm so fucking like, I'm about to retire, and I still don't want to spend money. And like, I just spent all that money in Dragon's Dogma, so now I don't want to spend money on anything. And like, I wish I could fucking fund that game, dude. Oh my god. But you know, now I want to wait for Slay the Spire to go on sale. But it probably will, actually. Yeah, I'm always like this. Doesn't matter the circumstances. I don't want to like spend more money than I need to. Like, but it could go on sale though. Do I think I evade here. See, we're already getting better hands than Ku did, just to be clear here. Like, Ku had one card on the opening turn. I'm just saying. And Ku's not counterclassing the fucking Lancers. I just realized the lights are changing in the background. Where are the cars at? Look, they're turning yellow now. What the hell, dude? Okay, and actually this matters because he's gonna be able to one-shot one of these super easy because he's counterclassing them. Like, that Buster card probably wouldn't have killed if we weren't a Saber. Then I couldn't quad kill here, or a triple kill here. What do you mean, what do I mean? Do I need to get a fucking dictionary? People don't know what the fuck retire means, man. Like, have enough money to, you know, die and not have to work a bunch. I think everybody knows this. Hmm. So when you put a new tire on a car, yeah, there you go. Retire. Not bad, loss. Not bad. All right. I guess just Stargent. I don't think I even do the art card. I'm pretty confident we'll get our NP here. You know, a little bit closer, but I mean, we got it. See, we would have taken a little bit of damage there if we weren't a Saber, because that would have taken an extra turn or two. The truth, you can get mad, chat, but it is what it is. All right, do this. Rainbow Chain or Quick. I think Rainbow Chain here, so I apply the heal boost. Besides, it's big damage. I love this NP though. It is pretty great. Bonk! Okay, we hitting hard. You know, he doesn't get value out of this all the time, but I don't really need to NP here. Though I guess I could do it to do a quick chain if I wanted. Debuff immunity is actually nice here. You know what? I don't think I should have brought Atlas then. Because of the debuff immunity, I don't think I need this. I mean, we'll see. The debuff or the cooldown reduction is still good. Guess I go ahead and do it then. Dude, I almost want to NP just a quick chain. You're whiffing his huge crit up? I mean, it's got another turn though. It's fine. Oh, no, it doesn't. Excuse me. That's the other one. Look, it'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. Really, Maddie? This fucking streamer doesn't know how to play Santa Carna optimally in OC2 against the goddamn Sphinx thing. Shit. This is why Dragon's Dogma 2 is garbage. Reported. I don't think I NP here. I don't know. It's kind of tricky. I will heal though. Shut up. Who the fuck made this poll? Report poll, by the way. People. All right, let's see. Look, we get it back in 5 turns, you know, it's fine. Now, our crit chances are kind of scuffed here. I think we quick here. Hey, bullshit crit. Deserved. 75 stars, by the way. Okay, chat. I wanna explain something to your pea brains here. Okay? Even if we had the big crit buff there, the Sphinx would not have died that turn. Right? Now, he would have taken more damage, but it would not have made 112k difference at class neutral. Okay? Get over yourself. That would not have happened. And we already are blatantly behind Ku. And this is with us having a counterclass advantage Ku didn't have. Okay? Like, we're already lower on health. You can see how in just like a few turns, when survivability is not up, we just die. Right? And we'd be a turn down, right? Like, those trash mobs would have definitely gotten at least one more smack on us if we weren't a Saber. Alright? So he's still behind anyway, right? Even if we got that fucking Ethan Allen mode is so good. What the fuck, dude? That is so good. Holy shit, that's amazing. I love emotes, dude. It's so good. But I'm right, you're wrong, chat. Don't get it twisted. I think we just do damage here. So he would have died this turn though, if we saved the crit buff. I don't even need this skill. But we clearly don't have as much value left. Like, Ku wasn't even close. I mean, he had so much value left over. Yeah, barely faster, but you know, it's not really even faster though because you had this extra speed because of being a saber.
Are you hallucinating?
Also closer to death, by the way. Also, if I was going for speed, I could have won faster on Ku. I would have not brought the heal. I would have intentionally gotten low on HP, etc., etc. Wonder why he took the Mystic Coat off there. So, what's Nitocris's deal here, chat? Do we know story-wise at all? He Angie. It is nice Antonio's getting a bunch of screen times though. It's actually one of the the main characters here so far, seems like. It's pretty much him and Jolter.
Nani?
Lost Belt 1 is still my favorite Lost Belt in terms of like story and characters and just the way it plays out and whatnot. It's not my favorite gameplay wise and that kind of thing, but I do think it's the best story, but the best like written story out of the lot so far. Not exactly a high bar though. You know what blows my mind? There's so many FGO fans that act like FGO is like Game of Thrones, or I should say A Song of Ice and Fire now because, you know. Anyway, but yeah, they act like it's like that level of writing and it's like this like amazing deep thing and like it's just so good. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? It's like, it's pretty shitty, you know, light novel fiction stuff. I mean, like, what the fuck, dude? Lost Belt 5-1 especially, I was not crazy about, like, the writing and just, like, the story, right? Like, the story itself was dumb. The characters were good, but it's so meaningless. Like, they just contrived, an extra story to like block you off from getting to the actual Lost Belt. It's just like, oh, there's a shield around Olympus, right? It's pretty dumb. Really, and just the actual writing in all of FGO, all of it is not very good. I'm just gonna say it. Now, it's not the worst ever, right? I've definitely seen worse writing in other games and stuff. But like the actual dialogue and all the exposition and all that, it's not that good. Like none of it is. Like Lost Belt 7, 6, 1, 5, like it's just never, now it has a few moments. There are a few, like sometimes there's a character interaction or a conversation that is a bit more inspired, I would say, and is a bit more natural than normal and maybe like delves into subject matter that's a bit more, you know, relatable or interesting than normal, right? So it's not like every second of FGO is schlock. You know, it has its moments, but I mean, most things do, right? Overall, it's just not written that well, and it's just mind-blowing to me, people acting like Lost Belt 6 or something is just like this revolutionary story, like written by the gods, and it's like should be in the literary Hall of Fame. It's like, what the fuck? Trying to think, what is the gacha game that has the best dialogue out there? I'm not really sure. It's definitely not FGO. They're not the worst either, though. Definitely not Arc Knights. Arc Knights actually has a good story, but it has very bad dialogue, and it has really bad pacing. Oh my god. Oh my god, Genshin, no. Oh my god. I have never seen a game have NPCs just talk to themselves about nothing that much. It is just crazy how much time Genshin spends with two NPCs talking to each other about nothing. And you can't skip it. And then they do it again, and then again, and then again. It is so bad. Oh my, and so much like it's so exposition dumpy, and I don't know why, because it's a 3D game. Like I don't understand. Like, it's a 3D game. You can visually explain whatever you want. So why the fuck are they always like blah blah blah? It's so bad, dude. You know, some of the Chasm side quests I actually think were kind of good. Like, unironically, the best writing in Genshin, in my experience, is the non-voice acted stuff. And I think it's because the like executives on high don't care about it, and so ex-writer can just do whatever they want, like unsupervised for the most part. And so they come up with some pretty inspired stuff. Like no shit, some of the like random, you know, text dialogue and like not even quests and stuff sometimes, or in dailies or whatnot, end up being the best stuff. Like the Genshin actually does have some good shit like that every once in a while. Yeah, there were some side quests in the Chasm that I thought were actually pretty good. Chad, I realized this. There in AAA studios, there is so much bloat. Like I actually find it weird that everyone is getting mad about the layoffs. Like there's all these layoffs happening in AAA studios, and people are all getting mad, and it's because it's like artists getting mad at AI on Twitter or something. It's like the hip thing to do, but it makes no sense, because like when you actually look at these companies, they have way too many employees, and most of them, from what I can tell, don't do anything. That's why they're getting laid off, right? And then you look at like all these like things that have been happening, like all these like devs and like what they're saying on Twitter, and like that protest at that gaming convention recently. It's just like, yeah, no, these people need to be laid off, obviously. And like you can just tell, you have all these devs like working at Blizzard or whatever that don't give a fuck about the IP that they're working on. It's like, yeah, no kidding, these games suck. And like recently Blizzard said like they had to like drop the PvE even more in Overwatch. And I can't remember what they said exactly, but it was along the lines of, if they wanted to like continue Overwatch 2 development, they would need 400 devs working on the PvE and 400 devs working on the PvP. What are you talking about? Right? You have all these games coming out that are way better than anything Blizzard puts out, and they don't even have 400 employees. Like, what are they talking about? Right? Like, AAA industry standards are just stupid. Right? It is so dumb. It needs to be burned to the ground. These companies have massive bloat. They're organized like garbage, right? It's just soulless trash, dude. So like, I just don't give a fuck about all this stuff that's going on with AAAs right now. And like, after I saw that protest at that like gaming convention recently, we had all these like, you know, multi-hair colored devs running outside screaming at the sky. I'm like, yeah, this is why AAA games are bad. It's like these are the people they're hiring, right? It's like, what the fuck is happening? Right? So I just don't care, dude. And I'm not like happy people, you know, lose their income. I'm not trying to say that. You know, obviously I sympathize with people when it comes to that. But, you know, companies have to be structured logically, right? And like, it's just obvious that the state of the AAA game industry is not sustainable. Like, you look at these budgets on these games, and like all these games that fail, even though they like sold millions of copies, this is clearly not sustainable. But you can't expect the game industry to sustain something that like logically doesn't work, right? And my God, Dragon's Dogma's not definitely not going to convince me of otherwise right now. I think this is still trash mobs. Do I want to give Canis command cuts? It'll be fine, right? And yes, this song is from Risk of Rain. Godly. Let me link this here. I think Risk of Rain had like 30 devs or something. I know it was like not a big team at all. And Risk of Rain is better than anything Blizzard has put out in like since Warcraft 3, I think. Like the original. And it's certainly better than Dragon's Dogma 2. I'll tell you that. Actually, it wouldn't shock me if Capcom has laid people off. Probably just wouldn't have heard about it. Like, companies lay people off all the time. Really common that AAA studios hire a bunch of people to work on a game and then let a lot of them go. I would not think for a second that Capcom is an exception to that. Yeah, I saw the Riot MMO is probably going into development hell. So like they've been working on it for so many years, and now they're basically restarting development. Probably really bad management over there. Do I want to do this? I don't think so. I almost want to NP here. I'm gonna NP quick and hope I don't kill the Soul Eater. That would be perfect. But man, I don't think I could be. I was already so annoyed with the AAA industry, and then Dragon's Dogma 2 is just like so insulting, dude. Absolute dog shit. And just looking at everyone defending it, it's so absurd because that's just gonna make. What are you doing, bro? This was gonna be so perfect. I was just gonna have a turn to do like full NP gain, make stars. Oh my God, I think I have to like try to not kill it here, but I'm counterclassing, so oh my God, that was so. Who triple debuffs, dude? Soul Eaters, man. Yeah, I heard he's working on another MMO. It'll be interesting to see. Look, I took all this damage because of that last turn. I wouldn't have taken any of that. I think I got crit. That's crazy. Yeah, I saw that. Actually, ironically, I had the Vandictus Discord open the second they announced that, so I knew about Karak getting added like the millisecond that he said it. But yeah, that Vandictus game that I streamed, that's, you know, it's not releasing for ages, but the first set of characters they're gonna add to it is Karak and Dahlia, or the fuck is their name. It's probably gonna be Pillar Karak though, and we'll see, but Pillar Karak is not nearly as awesome. Chat, honestly, that Vandictus game, I enjoyed way more than like anything else I've played recently. Way more than Dragon's Dogma. Honestly, like Fiona in that Vandictus alpha, who's very similar to like the fighter in Dragon's Dogma, she was so much more fun to play. Like and the bosses were just way better designed, so that was pretty night and day there. I want stars, but I also want NP game. Cobb, thank you for the 32 months, man. But yeah, that's crazy though, Lost, that they're just writing a blank check. They really want a you know, a really good MMO made, clearly. So, but interesting to see. But that'll be years off. But Cop, dude, thank you for the 32 months. Yeah, so I played Delia a decent amount in Vindictus, and she was kind of like Fiona, I guess, less focused on block, more focused on dodge, and then she had just had really weird, like, damage rotations. Like, she had really weird way of syncing up her damage. She'll translate. So some of the newer characters. Some of the newer characters in Vindictus, I think they'll really struggle to put into the new game, because the new game is just very different. It's a lot more like old school Vindictus, and but she'll translate pretty well, because she's kind of just a block dodge character that's not hard to implement. Actually, in some ways, she was worse than Fiona, just because her counterattack was so much worse than Fiona's was. And she couldn't block rapidly. Like, Fiona can, like, block and then let go, then block again, let go, block again. Delia, like, can't do that. And that's why she's way more dodge focused. So they're similar, but definitely different. But she should fit in without too much trouble. Well, yeah, there are some characters in Vindictus. I don't see how the hell they could even implement them. Why did I not cast this earlier? It's a good thing the stage isn't as hard as the prior one, because it's definitely a mistake right there. You can probably just murder these, though. But yeah, I really enjoyed that Vindictus Alpha, so I'm super looking forward to like following it as it goes. So I saw a video from a guy that played the alpha. So that the game is called, you know, Vindictus Defying Fate, right? And he made a video called Vindictus Accepting Fate. And it was him trying his damnedest to beat the Null Chieftain boss, but just dying over and over and over. And like, it started off with just him like showing his attempts of him dying, and then it like escalates to like rapidly just showing like when he would die. And then he started showing multiple clips on screen at a time, and in the last few seconds of the video, it's like 10 clips at the same time of him dying. It's amazing. But yeah, I saw a lot of people struggling with that game, like just dying and dying and dying and dying. But yeah, it was pretty enjoyable. Yeah, I watched a bunch of streamers play it, and people got stuck on that boss like all of the time. There's a lot of bad blood between NetEase and WoW now. Why? Is it just because they're trying to make an MMO? That's kind of dumb. I mean, like, what, Blizzard thinks they have a copyright on MMO? Like, how the fuck do you think, like, they have no right to get mad at anybody doing anything, like, relative to them, though, because they copied Warhammer and EverQuest so much, dude. Oh, the whole WoW in China thing, but wasn't that their fault? But yeah, wasn't that completely on WoW's end, where they pulled out to try to get them to come crawling back, and they didn't come crawling back? Like, that's kind of like that's like some psycho girlfriend that breaks up with their boyfriend because they think that'll get their boyfriend to come back, like, begging, and then the boyfriend just moves on, and then they get angry, right? Like, that's just psychotic behavior. That must be why NetEase is trying to get a new MMO, though, right? That must be what it is. Because I didn't even think about that, but yeah, because they don't have WoW anymore. You know, if they succeed though, right? If they actually make a good game, this will end up being like huge for them, because they'll get all the money instead of having to split it with Blizzard. Who knows though? NetEase has a tendency of fucking things up, so I don't necessarily have a lot of faith in them. I can't even think of an MMO that has come out in the last, I don't know, 10 years that has actually been good. There's some games that are like MMO lights that have been all right, but they're not really MMOs, so. Also, hi, Zaw. And Zaw instantly sanctioning himself. Alright, this is probably still trash mobs. I mean, Final Fantasy XIV doesn't do a lot of the bullshit the other MMOs do, but even it hasn't been that successful. I mean, it's successful, sure, but it's not been big like Genshin was big, or even as Helldivers has been big and things like that, or Baldur's Gate. You know, it's not making waves like that. MMOs have kind of just not been capable of doing that in a long time. But to be honest, they kind of deserve it, because MMOs have been so bad. Like, they've been so uninnovative for the last like 15 years. Probably the least innovative genre I've ever seen. What happened to that MMO that came out in JP? Oh, do you mean Blue Protocol? I mean, that was more like, well, I guess that was more of an MMO, actually. I wouldn't say that's a pseudo MMO. But it's not dead, but it's not doing well. It's still planning on coming out in the West, but from what I've heard, they have not supported it very well. So I don't expect it to do well over here. That game had a lot of potential, though, but it seems to be ran very poorly. I'm not gonna lie, I think a huge part of why Limbus does well is just because they had the brains to put it on Steam. Like, there's just a lot of people that want to be able to play a Gacha game, an ongoing supported game like that, and be able to play it smoothly and easily on PC. I think so many devs are missing out because of that. Yeah, I would love it if Arknights would be on Steam. They should. They're stupid. It's truly stupid of them not to be. I think if they had done it, especially like a long time ago, because now there's gonna be more and more competition, but if they had been one of the first games to be properly on Steam, I think they would have been outrageously successful, because I think it's a much better game than Limbus. Dude, Amazon is such a bad publisher. I can't even believe anybody uses them. Holy fuck, we didn't break that health bar. What is this damage resist? What the hell? That's not good. Oh, is Blue Protocol in Japan trying to use the like global version that we're gonna get later? What did they even censor? I can't remember anything in that game that would need to be censored, really. I only played it like once or twice, but I can't. What the fuck would they even censor? I'm confused. Let me at least kill one of these. Well, if I kill one of those casters, I may not target switch properly. Shit. Well, let's just make sure this one dies then. Amazon's game releases have been pretty bad. Everything they've made has been a mess. Worrying about hackers is an incredibly stupid reason to not put something on PC. Do I need to get the Gabe Newell quote? It's like that he's been proven correct about that over and over and over and over, and then yet people still think that it's just mind-blowing to me. It's like I cannot believe how right that man has been proven over and over and over again, and then you just have company after company making the same mistakes over and over again. It's like, yes, let's just deny an entire, like, what's the word, like client base, right, user base, because like 1% of that user base wouldn't actually pay us money. So we're gonna deny 100% of that user base. By the way, I failed math class. Like, it's like, what? It's just stupid. It's like these companies that they actually think they'll hear like, oh, Game of Thrones was pirated 100,000 times, so we lost out on 100,000 sales. No, you didn't, because most of those people weren't gonna buy it in the first place, you fucking idiot. Right? It doesn't make any sense. And like combating piracy and things like that, it's not actually that hard to do on PC. And all you have to do is offer a good service and people won't care, right? Like, and that's been proven over and over, and Limbus is making money. Why do you think Limbus Company, a smaller dev than Hypergriff, why do you think they're going net positive? They're on PC, right? So why do you think they're going net positive? It's because piracy's not that, like, relevant. It's not, all you have to do is, like, put out a good product and you're fine, right? Most of the people that end up pirating these games and doing shit like that are people that would not have bought your game or bought SQ or whatever anyway, right? So it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter that they're pirating, right? Like, all you have to do is, like, make sure the game runs well, is a good game. It's like Helldivers, right? Look how much money Helldivers and Baldur's Gate are making. You can pirate those games. You can pirate Baldur's Gate. But most people don't, because most people don't want to pirate anyway, because it's a bunch of fucking bother, right? It's a pain in the ass. Most of the people that are pirating games and are trying to, you know, get around firewalls and shit like that, most of those people are like teenagers that don't have any money. So they can't buy the game. That's why they're pirating it. It's because they can't afford to, you know, buy the game or buy microtransactions or whatever it is, right? They literally don't have the money. So it doesn't matter if you prevent that piracy or not, because they weren't going to give you any money anyway. Right? So all these companies just keep denying a bunch of actual customers because they're scared of like a tiny percentage of people, you know, the tiny percentage of bad apples. It is incredibly stupid. And I will say the industry at large is slowly learning this. That's why you're seeing more and more companies put their games on like PC, like Sony's starting to put games on PC and stuff like that. Because after an incredibly long time, they're starting to realize, oh, wait, we're just missing out on money by not putting our games out on one of the most popular platforms out there. They're like, it's just like, if Limbus Company can make money, of course every other goddamn company can make money. Like, are you actually kidding me right now? No, it's not out of desperation. That's just wrong. I mean, you can look at the financial reports. They make profit putting their games on PC. Now, that doesn't mean all their other business ventures, you know, that doesn't mean those are all good, right? Obviously, Sony's makes a lot of mistakes as a company, but there's been nothing negative about putting their games on PC. It's just completely wrong. There's a reason why, look at FromSoft. FromSoft used to be really gun-shy about PC, and now they're not gun-shy about it at all. It's because they realized, oh, this is free money. And that's like every company ever. There's never been a company that's been like long-standing not being on PC, and then finally comes to PC, and they're like, oh, that was a mistake. That never happens in the history of the entire game industry. Like, it's just paranoia from Japanese devs that think piracy. They think one piracy equals one lost sale. And so they think, oh my god, if we put our game on PC, we're gonna lose a bunch of our customers. Except that literally never happens. And this has been proven on so many levels over the years, just over and over and over. It's actually funny, like, how often this conversation comes up, though, and it's because there's always new people being born and people growing up and whatnot. But it's like, this shit has been studied and figured out so many times. And it's like, it's a puzzle that's been solved, and then people act like it's, you know, new. Art Knights now is gonna have to struggle with just the fact that there's a lot more competition on PC already. Right? If they come to PC, they're gonna be late to the party now. So it's gonna be harder for them to just, oh, there was a third wave. Oh dear God. I was not playing that correctly. Excuse me. Or a second wave or whatever. I thought it was just one there. Whoops! But that's Lost. Are you still here? Because I know Lost is going to agree with me on this, because he's also old. I have discovered that becoming old is literally observing a bunch of newer people like growing up and making the exact same mistakes that we should have already learned from again, because everyone refuses to learn from history. And it's, you don't just see it once. You actually you get old enough that it happens multiple times. Right, it's actually crazy. Like you'll see all these people make these giant fucking mistakes and then learn the solution to that mistake, and then the next generation comes up and they don't listen to anybody and they do the exact same thing, and then it's all surprised Pikachu, and then you see another generation, and it's just like, so yeah, this is just what humanity is. It's just everybody running around in a circle making the same dumbass mistakes over and over again. There's a reason why most old people are jaded as fuck. It's because they start to realize these things. But you just watch humanity learn something and then forget it immediately. You know, this is actually an awesome time for Achilles. Yeah, I'd win. That is basically the mindset of like, it's like you see one generation be all, nah, I'd win, and then not win, and then the next generation it's like, nah, I'd win, right? And then the next set it's like, no, I'd win, right? And it just keeps going, and they'll never fucking learn. The saying, you know, those that don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. That's a saying for a reason, and it's incredibly accurate. And unfortunately, we never learn from history. There is a tiny, tiny, tiny percent of people that would pirate a game, but if they couldn't have pirated it, they would have given you money, right? But it is very small. The overwhelming majority of people that pirate the game would not have given you money anyway. And even that percentage of people, right, that because they can pirate it, they now won't give you money, that percentage of people is not significant. It's not enough versus all the new customers you get. Right? And because newsflash, you can pirate games on consoles, by the way. Right? That's always been a thing, and it always will be a thing. Right? It takes a little bit more effort. That's just all there is to it. It's also easier to not notice it. And you know what consoles have that actually lose companies way more money? Third-party sales. That's actually what a lot of companies have realized, is piracy is actually way less of a big deal than like people trading games around and you know, selling them third party, right? And it's much harder to do that on PC. And so generally the profit margins on PC are actually better because they don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. They also don't have to manufacture discs and all that kind of stuff as much as they do on console. And that's getting phased out on console, right? You know, now things are like more and more online. But there is a million advantages on PC that more than make up for, you know, piracy. And again, piracy is not, you're not losing anything, right? At all. It's just like something you're not gaining. And honestly, from what I see, you know, Western devs at this point they've pretty much figured PC out. You don't see a lot of Western devs that don't take advantage of PC at this point. Now, they may not always do a good job, right? They may have like bad game optimization or whatever. Like, of course, it's not like they've mastered how to put things on PC. But most, I would say like 95% of Western devs, they've just cracked the code at this point, and they realize that PC is really worth the time. And yeah, there just really is no drawbacks. It's just gives you a larger user base. Why would you not want that? Also, they normally have a longer shelf life on PC. Consoles don't really have good shelf life. For PC, you have games become your top sellers that came, like Monster Hunter World became a top seller when it came out like 10 years ago, right? Like that's just that's crazy. But yeah, Western devs have for the most part figured that out, and they generally always use PC now. But Eastern devs are, there's kind of like, they're starting to figure it out, but it's just taking forever. Like, they've been paranoid about PC. Like, dude, BlazBlue back in the day used to always delay their PC release because they thought if it was on PC, no one would buy it on console because they could pirate it on PC. So they would wait a really long time until they got like all their console sales, and then they'd release it on PC. Right? It's just fucking stupid, dude. Like, they've had that mindset like for so long. So they're just taking like a lot longer to catch up, if you will. And most gacha games are from the West, or from the East, so that's why a lot of those aren't on PC. But even that, you're starting to see slowly trickle onto PC. I suspect that the Tsukihime stuff was because of piracy. They won't say that. Almost no dev will ever say that. Devs will always say it's because of like, oh, my artistic vision, or because of this, and that. You know, devs are almost never truthful about these kinds of things. Especially Japanese devs. It's crazy like how much PR bullshit comes out of these companies' mouths. But I suspect that they are afraid of piracy, and that's why. And yeah, like the proof is in the pudding, right? If like gacha games couldn't work on PC because of piracy, then why is Limbus Company of all companies, why is that game net positive? Right? Like, what the fuck, right? Like, if it's actually an issue, how is that game a net positive, right? Like, it's just utter bullshit. Wow, can these skeletons talk? Oh yeah, and Genshin. Jesus. Yeah, I know. Genshin is way bigger on PC than it is on mobile. Now, a lot of people play on both. Like, very much so, people play on both. But Genshin is massive on PC. Like, imagine people thinking, like, Genshin's losing money because it's on PC, right? It just makes no fucking sense. It's just archaic thinking. Wind stuff? What? Inasu is just PR talking out of his ass. Hold on, chat. I need to throw some food in like the toaster oven or something. I just realized I'm starving to death here. Start recording clicking F6? I think not. FGO Arcade would probably do okay on PC, but they'd have to change a lot of stuff. That game's business model is just bad. but in a few years, I would not be shocked. It's hard to say because the Type Moon is just, oh god, what a company. But it wouldn't shock me if in a few years Arcade, FGO Arcade is on console or PC or whatever. Like Gundam versus Gundam is very similar to FGO Arcade. Honestly, way better though. But anyway, you know, generally what they do is years after it's kind of, you know, lost steam in the arcades, then they put it out on console. So it would be the smart thing to do, but Type Moon doesn't do the smart thing all of the time. So I mean, God knows what they're actually going to do over there. Level 1 George taking forever to die here. Actually, totally possible he could have lived more than one turn if he cast a lot of skills there. 98%. Well, at least we got a nice hand. George, it's like, it's him counterclassing and having the defense up, because like Chen Gong only took 2 hits there. All right, I should have cast this last turn. That's a mistake. Holy hell, though, I would love Arc Knights on PC. Now, let's see, we've got Genshin on PC, Limbus Company, what Punishing Gray Raven, right? And all 3 of those have been profitable. I wish Punishing Gray Raven had some character designs that I liked more. Why is he doing so much better than Canis? Obviously, we're AoE, but like, even broke that first bar smoother. Oh yeah, that Honkai Impact or whatever. Forgot about that one. Okay, that was nice. We got the quick off. But yeah, I play Arc Knights almost exclusively on emulator. Just much nicer to have the big screen and mouse control and stuff. Not much point in me doing the battery right now. If I can't break this bar, I'm almost better off killing a Soul Eater. The thing is, if I don't break the bar at the NP next turn, then I need to do damage now. Kind of tricky. Oh yeah, I heard, oh wow, he broke. But yeah, I heard that interview was gonna be a thing. Did that happen? 'Cause I haven't read it. Holy hell, how am I? Oh, it's because there's assassins here. Oh, I messed up. I should have done like invulnerability from the Mystic Code. Oh, mistakes have been made. Also, I was supposed to put heal boost on quick. And I didn't. Okay, if I get another NP off, Should be okay. Should have been attacking these guys this whole time. Fuck! I should have saved my, thing because I could battery, then remove the NP seal. Motherfucker. Hopefully I can kill one of these assassins here. I'm not gonna lie, the guys that made that Nintendo Switch emulator are fucking idiots. Like, they did everything they could to, like, piss Nintendo off. Like, first off, why are you trying to emulate a current gen console? Because none of the companies have gotten mad about emulating, you know, abandonware. Like, once it's not a relevant console anymore, they don't care, right? Because they're not making it anymore, right? So it was dumb enough to try to emulate, you know, a current gen console, but then they were like, you know, being all like nudge nudge, look, you can play it without actually buying the games, when they should have like technically they set it up where you had to, you know, physically buy the game to be able to use the emulator, but they made it like so easy to not do that, and then to also, you know, be like, oh, and look, you get better, you know, early access to updates and all that if you pay us and stuff, right? They just did everything to piss Nintendo. Like, what are you doing, right? It's just so dumb. And it just sucks because they're bringing attention to emulation in general, right? Just because they're greedy, essentially. It's fucking stupid, man. Yeah, they kept, like, they made it where if you paid them on Patreon, you get updates early and stuff like that, and they put a lot of attention on it. And, like, you know, publicly, like, in the emulator itself, they wouldn't, like, show you how to use the emulator without buying the games legit, but, like, on their Discord and stuff, I mean, it was just so easy to find. Like, they clearly didn't care. Because the principle of, I've bought this game and I should be able to use the game however I want, be it on the Switch or on my PC, I agree with, right? I don't think there's a problem with people using something they bought legit and then playing that game that they bought legit on their PC. That's fine, right? The problem is literally everything else the emulator was doing, right? Like, they just absurd. But yeah, now it sets a bad example and a bad standard and, like, in law now for emulation in general. So they super fucked up. Oh, the music looping here. Yeah, I mean, you can't keep things off the internet, obviously, but you can make it a lot harder. My 3DS is so old it can barely stay on. You might be able to get it, like, probably the battery. You can probably replace that without it costing too much, but I don't know, maybe not. I've almost never played handheld games, actually on the go. So, like, just plugging it into, like, a charger or whatever has never been an issue for me. The most use I ever got out of handheld gaming devices is when I worked at that parking company. Especially when I worked at a garage that was, like, just, there was nothing to do. So, you know, it's portable, so it's easy to bring to work, and I could just plug it in the booth and just, you know, play like that, so I wouldn't have to bring, like, a whole laptop or anything like that. The only handhelds I've ever had, though, when I was really young, like teenager or something, I don't know, how old was I? Well, Game Boy Color, but I don't remember how old I was actually when I got a Game Boy Color. I was late to the party on that though. I got a Game Boy Color when it wasn't quite that relevant anymore, I think. I don't really remember. I don't remember if like the Game Boy Advance was out yet or not. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, a Game Boy Color, and then I didn't have one for a long time, but then I got a PSP eventually when they were like way cheaper. I wanted to play one of the Tales of games that like never came out in English, but it was only on PSP. And then I had a 3DS, and that's it. That's all I've ever had. But my PSP and 3DS are still like in like really good shape and all that. So. Okay, this might be actual boss fight now, because we got Avenger here. Probably just another preview fight, though. It's just a preview fight. I can kind of just do whatever. And probably just bring an AoE Berserker or something. I hate the friend support, though. God, I wish I could just summon nothing. Gorgon would be kind of fun, but she is very rarely slotted. Well, there's a Gorgon, but it's Bond CE. Who the fuck slots a level 80 Gorgon with her Bond CE? Like, look at these stats, dude. Like 11k. Like I can fucking do like a level 7, you know, a 3-star here with an actual CE. This is why you don't look at this. This is why you don't do Bond CEs. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? It's so bad, dude. That sucks. I really did want to use Gorgon, and if she had a proper CE, I'd use her here, but it's pretty crap. Let me think. Do I have... There's Lobo. There's Nobu, but that's a lot stronger. We don't use Nobu much, though. That could be kind of fun. Gorgon's 111. Yeah. I know that feel. We've got a lot of random golds that are like that. If we see a good Nobu, I might try that just because it's different. I guess there's her because she's new. This guy's probably been farming so much. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, we'll try that out. What do we got here? Hopefully my food's ready in a second. I am crazy hungry. Yeah, Big Mama Nobu here. I haven't used her in quite a while. The animation update for Nobu. So fucked. And they like always use Avenger Nobu now instead of Archer one. It's so messed up. Maybe with Redline. Dude, where is my 2030? I know my ult account has one. What the fuck, dude? Love trying to find CEs in this game, and it just gets worse and worse every year because there's more and more. Whenever they're in the corner like that, I hate it, you bastard. Does this account even have an Avenger? Because I feel like that's going to be pretty relevant in this event. Wow, I don't think it does. That's crazy. I mean, it might have one, it's just not leveled. There really needs to be a better FP summon Like, Antonio never... I get... God, Antonio, dude. Like, he never works when you need an Avenger, ever. Out of all the... Except for maybe, like, Mothman. Like, all the times, for one reason or another, you need an Avenger, Antonio is, like, never good enough. Like, not even close. Ongra. And same for Ongra. He needs so many buffs to be able to keep up with like Ushi and Ku and David for their classes. Like there's just no go-to Avenger for free to play. Where's Asclepius? Where's the Snake Doc? Surely I leveled him on this account. I don't think there's like any account I don't level him on. All right, let me go grab my food. Lost, stop, lost, what am I saying? Ace, stop eating things. Being story locked doesn't make you not free to play. Realize how insanely easy it is to get Antonio.
Are you hallucinating? I don't think there's a single free-to-play account out there that doesn't have Antonio that's in OC2. Like, you don't need to spend any money to get Antonio. He's super easy to get. It's like, wow, you have to roll story a tiny amount or wait for like Valentine's Day, or not what Valentine's Day, White Day, or the 5,000 class banners they've done. Like, you would have to actively try to not get Antonio to make it to OC2 and not have him. People have just warped free-to-play to not mean free-to-play. They've warped it to mean, like, arbitrary handicap myself in some weird way that no normal human being would ever do. Like, yeah, if you don't spend money on this game, you actually can't get gold servants. Did you know that, guys? Oh yeah, and you can't grail. Apparently, if you don't spend money, you don't get grails. Who knew? Maybe I should have brought Jufu. Shit, maybe this is a real fight. We'll see. Also, I swear this is a Medusa fight reference from Fate Stay Night right now. Do that. Shame Hans doesn't have his NP here. I can never keep track of what Hans's first skill is going to do now because of the alignment thing, which I swear they did that on purpose. Like, I'm free to play on a bunch of accounts, right? So I got ult. Every single one of them has Asclepius. Every single one of them has Bedivere. Every single one of them has Antonio, etc., etc. I don't even know a single like free-to-play player out there that doesn't have those. It's just not hard to get them. They're fucking 3 stars. Cairo just hasn't played his garbage account. I think he lost the account information. Like an absolute twat. Yeah, I loved those accounts. I had so much fun playing that account. That was some of the most fun I've had, honestly. Like, it was just so unique. Oh, 5 hits. Jesus. Chain, I can't brave chain. Well, I can, but then Ons has to NP, so I don't hit as much. In order to not have a lot of the 3 stars, you have to either be new to the game or stupid. It's pretty much the only way. And like, free to play does not mean idiot proof. You know, that's a different issue. Maybe this is kind of a real fight. I mean, it's not really hard so far. Nothing's really happening, but... Pierce and vulnerability would have been really swell here. Let's see the damage. Why do I have a feeling the fight's gonna end here? Because like either because of the break or because of the Sphinx dying. Well. Limited 3 stars are dumb, but the thankfully whenever they do them, they're not really relevant. No offense to Ezo, but you don't need Ezo. You've got Shiki and 100 Face. All right, there's never been a fight where you need Ezo specifically, not even close. Quite the opposite, really. Mori's better because so Ezo is like a side grade to 100 Face, and overall I'd say slightly worse, but in some circumstances he's better. So it is a side grade, but overall I think 100 Face is a bit ahead. But then there's also Shiki, so there's no real reason to use Ezo at all outside of just liking him. Where with Mori, he is better than Lu Bu. It's just most people wouldn't use Lu Bu anyway. So it's like there's slightly more reasons to try to get Mori than Ezo, but even then it's not I've never seen a reason that you would need Mori. You could always have just like summoned a friend's berserker or used an extra class or even a neutral, or now you have Jerker as well, right, and all that. Like there's just this, he's okay, but there's really no need for him either. Who needs an NP buff is Lu Bu, man. Like, goddamn. Does anyone have any idea what's going on in the story right now? Like, what are these trial people on about? You know, what's it like from their perspective? I don't really get it. Like, what do they think the hell's going on? They said green is a poo-poo head. Well, they're fucking stupid. So are the Avengers just trying to piss you off, essentially? So they're bad guy. They're the real bad guy, right? That's the story here, champ. Real deep. Yet again. Oh great, the nerds are here. Okay, it must be trash mobs again. They give you an assassin in a caster fight. Thanks, game. Really useful. Level 100 Canis, how about that? I'm too lazy to change the back row. It'll be fine. Honestly, unless this is like actually hard trash, I don't think anyone will even die here, so. Well, maybe Hans will die. This must be kind of odd from his perspective because he's not an Avenger. I'm still kind of confused as to why he's even here. Assassins are edgy, just like Avengers. I mean, I don't know if I'd call Charlotte edgy. Oh, more of this double damage resist thing. Shame I didn't bring Star Bomb. I could use her thing, but well, you know what? I can do a rainbow chain here. Damn, more crit went to the quick one though. Well, just get lucky, forehead. It'll be fine. 60-50 is not too bad. They didn't exactly get an animation update. It's more like a reskin. Well, I haven't seen their NP. Maybe their NP got some new particle effects and stuff. They never live long enough to find out. When we get the free quests, we'll stall one of the times and check out their NP. Or maybe on a story stage if it works out. We'll see. Achilles is kind of good, by the way. And he's green. And he's one of those servants, chat, where you've got like nice rounded kit, you got good survivability. He's AoE, but because of the crit stuff and the damage up, he's kind of got single target stuff too. So stages like this where there's like AoE stuff and like then a big, you know, tankier enemy, he's good for that kind of stuff. So that's nice. And you know, when you're crit based like that, and you might be AoE, might be single target, you know, you do a lot of like quick into like rainbow chain, and so sometimes you NP into a rainbow chain, right? He mixes up his cards a lot, is what I'm getting at. It's really nice to have a good craft essence that can benefit all of those different things: the NP, the critting, the AoE, the maybe if you don't crit, the extra attack, and you know, chat. Because of all this stuff, he's got a battery, right? He's got a battery skill, 30%. And so that's 30%, and then you got his passive, right? Which is 20%, so that's 50. So all you need is a 50% starting NPCE to be able to NP turn 1. And those are really common. So, you know, maybe something like Golden Sumo chat. It'll help all of his cards, the critting, the NPing, the extra attack, and it'll let you NP on the first turn without any help from other units. Seems pretty good, chat.
Filthy scum.
Chat seems to be upset. I wonder what would cause such a thing.
Hallucinating?
The anti-curse damage CE is good though, as well. It's more effort though, because you need the command codes, and also I don't think, doesn't it not stack multiplicatively, right? Like the special damage up stuff. So it's like a lot of times it'll be better than Golden Sumo if you can bring like the curse stuff, right? But in a lot of ways, Golden Sumo is still better just because it does free up the command codes, and you don't have to worry about resist or debuff immunity. And like with Yang CE, because Yang CE is such a large damage up, it's worth putting up with that stuff. It's really less worth putting up with on the anti-curse one. And then yeah, I'm not 100% sure the way the damage scales, so yeah, Yang CE is better, definitely. They're not equivalent. Although it depends on the circumstances. Sometimes your team is so strong, you don't need the long-term value that you get out of Yang CE, and so you'd rather have the upfront starting NP, right? So it depends. You know, I think I might actually have more gold apples on my main account now than my ult account, because I just don't log on to the ult account that much anymore. Surprised they made art for them. I've noticed the other Avengers get a lot less screen time than Antonio and Jolter. And boy, Mandricardo has gotten almost no screen time. Oh shit. Huh. See, that one was too obvious. I see. Especially ending it with the giant E and all that. That was just too obvious. Who got me that one time, though? Because that one was so good because the sentence almost made sense. And it, like, sounded very FGO related, right? Was it Kiba? Seriously? Jeez, what did you say again? Do you remember? Because, like, that was honestly really good. Because I was not... My brain did not even detect bullshit. That's pretty edgy. I'm proud of the plan that I came up with that I would have used on myself. I'll say it again. I said it a long time ago because this probably won't work on me now. Although, I mean, who knows? But what I would have done, like if I was trying to get myself, right? If I cloned myself and like we didn't share brains somehow or whatever. What I would do is like I would have done an account review or something and see if right, what I would do now is I would try to get streamers' attention by like, look, I'm gonna make a really high quality account review, right? That's like really worth the time, right? And I'd actually make a really good, you know, account review, put a lot of effort into it. And like almost everyone did with those account reviews, the first picture would be like a wall of text, right? Kind of giving some context and, you know, whatnot. And what I would do is I would make it where when you read it out, you know, like this way, the first letter on each line would spell out Canis C, you know, the last letter, right? And I would take some time to make sure that made sense, right? And then I'd make the second picture the same thing, but then I would circle over, you know, the first letter of each, the first letter of each sentence there, or each line. Now, the question is, would the evil one count that? I assume he would, but I don't actually know. You know, I don't dictate such things. But that's what I would do to get myself. Now, because I've obviously thought of that now, I would hope I would be on guard to that kind of thing. It'd be really hard to notice, though, to be honest, so I don't even know. Yeah, if anyone ever has like a really good high quality account review, you know, just you gotta follow the format and all that. You changed to second ascension? What? Did Edmund demote her? Oh, did he summon Chaldea's Nito? That's kind of that. They don't do that very often. That's always like theoretically been a thing that can happen in Fate, but it almost never does. But yeah, so this one's just summoned by like Alien God or whatever. Alien God forces, maybe the Count, and then that one's, I guess, that one's Chaldea's, I presume. That's kind of funny because, you know, they did not summon Britomart or the other, like, Britomart's mom. I'm assuming this is the real fight then. Yeah. Why did they make a question mark? Why did they fuck did they do this? Anyway, Let's see, what shall we use, chat? It's hard to know when you don't know what the fight actually is gonna be. Could always go Jolter just because she's got the Avenger thing. And it's thematic. Lost, are you around? I haven't used your Jolter this entire time since she got the animation update. And we'll try Jolter out, why not? I'll make the rest of the team here while I, oh no. Oh my god. Please tell me they don't do this every single fight. Cause the last, oh my god, it's gonna be like the last one where there's like gimmicks around this character, and I swear if it's like the last one where there's like no reason to do anything but bring supports for this unit, I'm not gonna be happy, because that's what the other fight was. She's art, right? Well, there's Zhu Fu. Generally with budget stuff though, you need to have survivability. Can you use regular mash? Chat, I am so sick of having to use VR mash. Like, oh my god. Because she's so she's sometimes better than regular mash, but she's super specific in the way she needs to be used. Right? Where regular mash is just the universal support to keep your fucking team alive. Yeah, I love using NPCs all the time. It's great. Well, I could do Qin Gong if I use Jolter. So Nido Chris is AoE, so Taunt's not as good. Yeah, seriously, give us Galahad and give him the OG kit and then have VR Mash as VR forever. That's fine with me. Chat, why are we like 10 years into the game and we still know almost nothing about Galahad? Also, I remember one of the big reasons the player base didn't like Galahad is because they were like, he abandoned MASH. When now we learned he literally didn't do that. It's just MASH being an idiot and like brain fucking herself. And like he didn't do anything to take her powers away. He didn't do anything. That was all her. And people still act like it's his fault. And people still like are pissed at him for no reason. We know nothing about Galahad. I'm not gonna lie, what little we know about Galahad, I actually like, right? We see him in like that one scene in episode 0, and everything he does there is logical. He's forcibly summoned, right? You know, so he's summoned against his will, right? And Chaldea's sus as fuck. And surprise, surprise, actually it looks like the people that summoned him are actually the main antagonists of FGO. And so he gets aggro as fuck on them, as he should, right? That's like all we know about him, that's it. And then everyone acts like Galahad is lame. It's stupid. I hate MASH, please let her die. I mean, I'm okay with it. I can tell you though, MASH is not going to die. She might lose her memories. She might, you know, who knows, but she is not dying because she legit died in 1.0 and got resurrected by foe, right? And they're not good. It'd be so dumb if she dies in 1.0 and then they bring her back and then she dies 2.0. Right? It's just, it would be so like Dragon Ball Z. It's like, who cares? Anyone else could die, but I think MASH is like the one safe person. Unless everyone dies, I guess there's that. But I think MASH is one of the safest fucking characters because she died in 1.0. You kill her in 2.0 and then resurrect her again in 3.0. Chat, is that a bridge too far for Nasu? Or is that within Type Moon's reason, right? Like, you wrap up 2.0, MASH dies, big dramatic sacrifice and all that. And then 3.0 is like all about like you know, like it's set like 10 years later right? And the whole, like, the big finale is resurrecting Nash, like, of the first, like, saga or whatever, right? Yeah, maybe that is within reason. What am I doing here? There's, I mean, Mash is okay. VR Mash. Could bring another DPS. Bring, like, Jerker to last second NP or something. Yeah, Kadok is probably not gonna survive. Now, there's a possibility, though, when everything's sorted out, that all the Cryptors are alive again. I could totally see that happening. I do suspect a lot of people are gonna lose their memory. That's kind of my guess. Let's see, she's a 20% battery, right? So she needs 60% starting NP. It's a little awkward. You can do this, but it doesn't give you any offense. And I don't think her overcharge is any good. The K-scope, but then you're whiffing. Although you could save the battery, I guess. Yeah, maybe he does revive the Cryptors. Who knows? I would not be surprised if the Cryptors get revived, though. Not necessarily permanently, though, and not necessarily with their memories, right? All that kind of stuff. I want to know if they're going to remember a lot of the early stuff they did with Scath, like in the finale, and they make like a deal out of that. They should, but I don't know if they will. Because unless she's like a main character, I don't think they're going to want to really give her much screen time, especially like in the finale. Because Scath's thing is she's not summonable. Because she's fucking alive. She's only summonable in the FGO like world line specifically because Guadia blew up the Land of Shadows, so she died. But, and you might say, well then, you know, isn't she in the Throne of Heroes now, then space time? They don't care. Like, it says like in her Bond CE and stuff. And they've said this like in her interludes and whatnot. Like, if the stuff is sorted out and like returned to proper human history, she goes back to being alive, and the Land of Shadows is back, and then she's not summonable again. So I wonder if they would actually remember that, but I don't know if they will. And there's actually several characters like that. Shiki's like that. Like all the K&K people are like that because they're like emergency militia, which is kind of weird, but that's essentially the shtick. So there's several characters that should kind of get a moment at the end of the story if they wanted to like bring attention to that, but yeah, I don't know if they're gonna bother. Feels so bad using K-scope with her because you're just gonna whiff the battery entirely. Could do that. Do guts. Could do 2030. 2030 is not bad. Not that I can ever find it. I'm used to giving him this because it's good enough, but there's no reason to do it. Well, I don't have Cope Scope, actually. So, I mean, the extra HP, I guess, is better. But this one's good in case you don't want to use his third skill, I suppose. Alright, where's Lost at? Lost check. Do I not have Lost on my ult account or something? Yeah, Galahad and Requiem is an alter. Because I guess they didn't want to step on the toes of FGO. Lost living up to his name, I know, right? Dude, if Lost streamed, he could play a game like Elden Ring or whatever and like boot up the stream in a really bizarre location and be like, start the stream and like, I'm lost, right? It's not even fair. OP, dude. We really do need a Lost stream at some point. Lost, are you not on my ult account? I swear you are, but maybe you're not. I don't know. It's really hard for me to keep track who I have on my ult. We really do need a Lost command. I don't know what we would make it though. I should be? What the fuck? Have you just not logged in today? I'm getting people like he hasn't logged in over a day and he's showing up. There we go. Okay, hold on. Let's see if Lost will give us command codes. I'm gonna grab a hot dog bun. Are you out of grails, Lost? What's the status? All right. I'm back. So you're out of grails, okay? Makes sense. I'm low. I've got like 3 right now. I'm sure we get one from this story though, so that'll be 4. Default or Atlas? Hard to say. I'll do default for now. Alright, I'm sure Nitocris is gonna have gimmicks. Like the R's, and I mean theirs too, but... Come on, game.
Yes, yes.
What? Chat, what does this say? They're like, what the fuck is this icon? For 2 turns? This is for 10 turns? There's a 3 here for some reason. It does stuff? Yeah, no kidding. But does anyone know what this text says? Don't make me Google translate this. Come on, chap. Don't be cowards. Yeah, I always said I'd level Jolter's skill ranks if she ever got an animation update. So that did happen. I did it right away. I didn't forget. Some people thought I would. Cooldown reduces each time you kill something. What this one does? It insta kills the unit after 10 turns, and the cooldown is reduced anytime. What the fuck? So you're dead as shit then. It's stupid complicated, but the 10 turn one is insta kill. The 2 turn one is a restriction on either killing an enemy, using a skill, or using an NP. What the fuck? Let's see, abiding it adds time to the insta-death. Not doing it takes it away. So if I don't... So I'm assuming this is kill. This one is don't kill something for 2 turns, and then I gain. That is dumb as shit. Whose idea? I'm getting another fucking hot dog bun. This is bullshit. This kind of... How the fuck would you figure this out if I didn't read it? My god. Please tell me this follows a set pattern. Right? Like, they learned with Demeter, right? So obviously this is gonna follow a set pattern, right? Right, chat? Smile. Oh boy. Clueless. Well, this must be, kill or don't use a skill. And there's no way for me to know. So, fuck it. Trial and error. We'll use a skill and see what happens. Nothing bad, so I assume that's, kill. So wait, killing things makes your insta-death faster. That is so dumb. You need like a throwaway AoE servant or something. I wonder if breaking a bar counts as, killing. I would hope not. I almost want to save her invulnerability for the first NP. Chat, I just remembered I don't remember Nidokris's skills. I used her like 1 time when she came out and that was it. Let me look that up now. Why does her, oh, I see. If you do her first skill with the 3rd skill, or the 2nd skill with the 3rd skill, you'll always get the evade. I guess I don't technically have to, well, one of these trash mobs might attack and ping off the evade, actually. I'll need to check if she goes first or not. I'll do that now, but I'll do the buster up just because. Will I, though? Fuck it, I'll save it. I get art's fine. This is Child's theme from Genshin. Boss theme. Oh wow. That must be the like event bonus thing. More damage resist. Oh, great. What? Is that because I, Is that because I followed the thing? This must be skill. Because... Oh god, that timing is so bad. Like, the NP one obviously wouldn't look like that. Dude, that's so bad because I need to evade when the boss NPs, and now I can't. Oh my god, I already hate this. Oh my god, that's so fucking dumb. I see though that this can go above. Interesting. I don't hate the concept here. I feel like this would be a lot better if like the boss was more interesting and it was less about the trash mobs. And then I don't know if it's random or not, but it should not be random. If it's not random, I don't hate this. Because then you can just play, like if you're always gonna get screwed over and you're always gonna have this skill one when this NP's coming up, you can plan around that with certain craft essences and units and stuff, right? But if it doesn't happen all the time, if it happens a third of the time, then it's just stupid. Because like, for example, let's say you want to get around this first NP, you know, maybe you summon a friend's mash and you double up on her NP, so you have a bunch of defense up. Because NP is not a skill, right? There's things like that. Or stereos, right? There's a bunch of ways to do it. But then you do that strategy and then you don't get this one, right? So I hope it's like a set order. It is random. Okay, no, fuck it. That's stupid. Why? This would actually be I would think this would actually be a really awesome fight if it wasn't random. Literally just make it not random, and I think this fight's kind of awesome. But if with it being random, it's just dumb as fuck. Well, shit. Do I have to go 2 turns without casting a skill, and none of my NPs are particularly useful here. I wonder what the Sphinx does. He's got double damage resist and defense up. I wonder if you need armor ignore to kill him. Man, if I just had a way to survive this first NP, it wouldn't be so bad. Damn it, this blows. So if this is just procced a different one, I'd be fine, because I could use Jalter's 3rd skill and then evade Nito. I guess I have to pick Nito though, because, well, I guess you don't have to. You just have to be able to win before this time is up. Because I think Jalter does more damage than Nito here. But I don't know, maybe if Nito dies, like with this thing going away, that might be really bad. Oh, this sucks. Yeah, I just wish this wasn't random, because then you just plan around it, and I think it'd actually be pretty cool then. It'd make units like Asterios and Mash really good. And Boudica is actually good for this stage, though. Chat, isn't it crazy that a bunch of nerds went back in time, like they invented time travel to go back in time to make a civilization that was based on Yu-Gi-Oh? Isn't that crazy, chat? Like, man, Yu-Gi-Oh fans take this shit pretty seriously. Insane. Oh my god, we got skill again. This is just not fun. I mean, you just sit here doing nothing. I mean, like, what the fuck? This is terrible, dude. Whose idea was this? I mean, I was referring to real life. The joke was Yu-Gi-Oh fans went back in time and made ancient Egypt as a reference to the Yu-Gi-Oh show. That's the joke here. Yeah. So, do I ever get to... oh, great. Now I'm gonna get NP'd and I can't block it because I can't use my skills. This is great. Hopefully his doesn't hit as hard. Oh my god, this is so lame, dude. I mean, maybe I was telling the truth, Poi. I mean, you don't know, right? You can't prove me wrong. So I feel like this team probably would have won if I just had better luck. Hey, look, we're completely fucked. This game is so stupid. This is so stupid, dude. Like, just 4 turns where I'm not allowed to use my skills. That's great. What a horrible gimmick. This just feels super random. I don't think it just lowers David's thing. I think it makes Nito fail her or whatever like the second skill is. Although I guess if you've got a chunk of time, maybe you can just skip it. I guess we'll see. So, you really want to start off with the no-kill one. The no-kill one is the best by a mile. Like, every time you get no-kill, you're just so much better off. But, like, no skill is super bad, and then no NP is pretty bad. But it's not as bad. Hey, look, we got no-kill. I should change the team where Jolter can NP on turn 1. I absolutely should do that. Well, I definitely do this. And this. Hopefully I could taunt Jolter. It's just she could die. I guess I could give her the evade. Or you do her invulnerability now, but I don't really like that. Oh wait, just get lucky, forehead. Chat, I have such an urge to just say fuck streaming and everything and just play Helldivers 2. I have a real desire to do that. I'm just playing it. I don't even care. Although the real decision is, do I would like to play it with like Poi or something, right? But like if I do stream it, I don't know like who's available when, and like I don't know how I should do it. Well, Poi, the monster from the dark gifted it to me. That's why. This was not yeah, I wasn't gonna play it without saying anything to Poi. I wasn't gonna do that. I mean, my first pick would be just like go co-oping with Poi, because I would say Cairo as well, but Cairo's dead because he sold his soul to college, and you don't get freedom when you do that, you see. Hey, look, we did not get our NP. Unfortunate. I think I'd do this. I do want to play Slay the Spire. I will, whenever I get it, I will stream it. That I have no decisions to make. You can't co-op or anything as far as I'm aware. So I can just boot it up and stream it and there's no problem. Wait, I have it? Well, I don't think I do. Unless somebody gifted it to me, like a, I guess nice person. If I have it, I'll stream it. Like, maybe even tonight, if I got time. Because I've heard a lot about it, but I've never seen it, never watched anyone play it. I don't really even know, like, how it plays. I just know it's a roguelike that's good, and I think it's kind of like deck buildy or something. Started immediate. I could start downloading it, actually. I probably should do that one moment. Although that might fuck up my stream, so I'll wait. I have good internet, so I can download it really quickly. I bet whoever gave it to you is an amazing person. Yeah, I think I might know who it is, chat. Chat, we just got the no NP thing. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I need to do 40k here. So she has double damage up. Where like storage altar only has the one. I wonder what I'll do on my main account for this fight. Depends on if I want to summon a friend support that's actually useful or not. If you don't summon a friend support that's useful, this is actually going to be really hard. But if you summon something that is useful, I don't think this is too tough. Although you might lose because of bad RNG. That is absolutely a thing. Which I can't say I'm a big fan of. I need to be able to NP and then like taunt Jolter with the buster up so she gets attacked and get an NP again. Yeah, Antonio's pretty bad here. You really want single target so you can avoid the killing if you want to NP. I think any single target Avenger is pretty good here though. And Berserkers are fine too. You could definitely, if you had a really good Berserker, you could definitely do well here. Please don't kill Chin this turn. You can do it literally any other turn. I think that, yeah, there we go. Don't game. So that beep was the gift right there from Lost. Okay, we got no skill. Oh my god. Well, I can NP, but now I can't do any of the other stuff that I wanted to do. I do kind of want to test this and see what happens. Fuck it, let's test this. This maybe doesn't work the way I think it does. No, it's I don't know what this is, but I think that means this won't work at all now. So that's bad. I was wondering if it just like lowered the kill time on the unit that cast a skill, but that's not how that works. I wonder if you can do, if you do cast a skill though, if you might as well go all in. I wonder. Let's find out. I think a single target Berserker would be best here. Again, if you get the no kill, that way you don't do an AoE NP and accidentally kill something. But I mean, you could do Arjuna Alter or Morgan. I mean, their normal cards are still strong enough. He does something on attack now. Not sure what. Didn't remove buffs, didn't remove my stars, didn't lower my NP. Man, she almost looped. So I'm guessing this means when this expires, something bad happens. But because we've already done it, I figure I might as well click my buttons. God, if she had looped, I actually think we would win right now. Unfortunate. Wait, if the Sphinx goes first, I just super fucked up. And I should have used the Mystic Code. That did so little damage. My god, she's not a damage dealer. And like, that's with the thing. Although I guess the boss does have double damage resist, to be fair. Okay, we're not completely boned. Although we're kind of boned. Someone's gonna die. Motherfucker, dude. I mean, we could probably win still. We'll see. Oh, I fucked that up. What? My back row needs to just be like gas, gas, gas. So these still have don't use skills, but I guess fuck them at this point. Man, we could have won right there, dude. That sucks. Oh man, that's not a lot of damage. We'll see. It'll be close. But yeah, if your back row is just gas, 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 you can definitely clean up if Nito dies. The smart thing to do if you're like super free to play, new account, budgety, you know, whatever, you definitely want to summon a strong DPS. I think that's definitely the way to do this stage. Now the question is, what would be the best DPS to summon? And I'm not actually sure. Hell, the story support Jolter, I think it's a double damage up. They might actually be good enough. This might kill. Quick grip. Yeah, their animation updates are better than Boudica's, but they're definitely not like top tier animation updates. Like, definitely not. Oh, got it. Interesting. I mean, it's an okay fight. I would like it if it wasn't RNG, but because it's RNG, I don't particularly like that fight. You probably could use Nitocris as your only damage dealer if you focused on critting. That's, if there's a way to do that, that's very free to play friendly, like if you can use Hans or something. I wonder if that'd be enough. It'd just be frustrating because then you have RNG with the gimmick, and then you have RNG with the deck shuffle. So I feel like bringing a damage dealer that has an NP that does damage is definitely the best way to make that fight easier. I think Jolter's actually a decent pick. Jolter has Anti-Avenger on her passive. Only NPCs have the second. Oh, wait, so the NPC doesn't have it? So, what makes me assume then is a friend Jolter with the passive is pretty comparable to the story support one then. They're probably about the same. Just the story support one's 888. I think if their friend, Jesus, if you have a friend that's got like a 120 Jolter, you definitely take that. Really, any Avenger at 120 is going to be really good there, but I think single target's really the way to go. Oh, I want to look. Let me look at the wiki here. It's because Avenger and Berserker are the two classes that are best there, and then maybe someone that's got like a niche. Funnily enough, I actually looked at this today, not for this specifically, but I was just looking at this because I figured in this story we're going to see a lot of Avengers. I was looking at which units have Anti-Avenger. Let's see, how did I check? I remember I clicked someone that I knew had Anti-Avenger. Who did I check? Oh, Bazette. Yeah, Bazette's the one that I knew had it. So I went to check to see what units out there have anti-Avenger. Whoops. See like what free-to-play ones there are, and the answer is Mozart. It's just Mozart, who's not a damage dealer. So there's probably one guy. There's one guy out there, maybe two, that have Mozart at level 120, all of his passives unlocked, faux pas, 2k foe, you know, all this stuff, and then like maybe that's relevant. Okay, I guess Shiki too. No, that's fair, and she's super easy to get the third skill on. Yeah, that's actually fair. I keep forgetting that the welfares are like available forever now. But what I looked at though was Extra Vlad could actually be pretty good because almost all Avengers are evil. So he gets his anti-evil bonus on his NP, and then he has anti-Avenger. So no joke, and you know, anti-invulnerability is not bad, but no joke, his NP is going to hit like a truck. But I don't have his third passive. I have his second passive, and I don't have enough coins. Even though I've got him at a decent NP rank, I don't have enough coins to get it. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But let's see. So for that fight, I think Jolter's good. Lobo's fine, but the lower survivability could be an issue. But the buff removal's good, and the attack down and all that. The Lobo's fine. Jolter's really good. Oh, this is how you win. If you want to summon a friend unit to carry you, it's this. It's absolutely this, no question. This will destroy this fight. Like, it's just so easy. That is absolutely the one. I don't think there's gonna be anything better. She's single target. She has survivability. Big normal card damage if you can't NP. That is just so easy. And it does. I doubt it even needs to be a good one. You could probably do it with a vanilla, like level 90 NP one. I mean, higher the better. But the other Avengers, I don't think are that great for this. Though it really is Lobo, Ushi, Jonah Arc. That's pretty much it. Oh, she's probably fine. She's probably fine. Ushi goes in. And then for Berserker, let's see. You could certainly do cleanup Hercules. That'll work. There's nothing about that fight that'd be a problem. I mean, hell, he might even be able to solo it. Can he solo? I don't know. He might be able to solo this. It depends. It might be. The insta-death thing might be too soon. So maybe not. But if you got like a chunk done and you had Hercules in the back, you'd do really, really well. Kotoki's fine for this fight. He's not the best because lack of survivability. Vlad's fine. Beowulf is okay. Hijikata's fine. Oh, Ku Alter's really good. Ku Alter's actually super good here. Because he's got survivability. You have Guts and PFA. And you got the attack down and all that. And then he got buffed. So, yeah, he's really, really good for this. Because, yeah, you get this thing, and then you get the attack up for free, and you can double up on the defense up and the attack down. Yeah, wow. I think Ku Alter and Avenger Ushi are probably the best two that I can think of so far. If you want to get carried. Morgan's fine. She would not be my first pick, though, just because of AoE. But Morgan is fine. These three are okay. They're not going to be as good as like everything else listed, but they're fine. You could definitely do it with them. Mori would be hard because you have to bring Nito. Now, for free to play, or not even free to play, but like just arbitrarily low star, because obviously a free to play can summon a friend support. But if you're wanting to just use low stars, maybe Antonio, because you don't have a better option, but I kind of doubt it. You might just support Nito Chris. That's so cancer. Oh my, I don't know if I want to do that in the video because it's just dumb. It's just so dumb, and it's gonna take so many turns. Like, it's so arbitrary to do it that way. Like, anyone in their right mind will just summon a friend support to carry, you know, like, holy fuck. But yeah, if you go all low stars, you kind of have to just support the story Nito, and that's so slow. Yeah, I think you do Hans. Maybe Shiki. I might try that because although she's a 4-star, she is in the welfare shop, so it's kind of in line with what people want, I guess. It'd be interesting to see how she does. I don't know, man. If she's like grailed, I think it'd be okay, but non-grailed, I don't know if her thing is enough. Because like you're still just neutral, no event bonus. All you're getting is like 30% damage up. And like, yeah, that's nice. I mean, free 30% damage up's sweet, but I don't know if that would be enough. I could try it and see, and you could always make it where the back row is just stuff that keeps going. I think you really only stall a little bit at the very start. I think then you just go gas, gas, gas. I mean, hell, you could make the entire team damagey. You could just bring every free-to-play, can NP off the rip and just go, go, go. There's really nothing wrong with doing that. So you've got like Jerker, Shiki. What else would you bring? I mean, just other, I guess, buffers and stuff. I mean, yeah, maybe I'd do it that way. Now, if you wanted to do 1 to 3 stars, though, I really do think you would just do... I don't know, maybe you'd go damage, damage, damage still like that. Because now that I think about it, the way that fight is, there's nothing really stopping you from just go, go, go. Right, if you're gonna get insta-death, who cares? If you used all your value before you die, you know, no big deal. So, if you had to do 1 to 3 stars, then I think you would bring Antonio. And then maybe Ku, Ushi, stuff like that. Or Berserker stuff. Maybe Mori. Mori's kind of hard to use here. The problem is none of the 1 to 3 star Berserkers are like good for this kind of thing. Because you don't have like a unit that's like Ushi. I mean, there's Darius, but he's AoE. Man, Berserkers could use some help. I don't know what I want to do for the video then, chat. I either just like gas, gas, gas with 1 to 3 stars. That's gonna be kind of RNG though. Or I bring like, you know, Jerker. Because everyone has Jerker now. Buster Kiyohime. You could probably make her work to an extent. Alright, let's see the story here. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap up and I'm gonna go get water and all that, and then we'll play Slay the Spire. I hope it's good. I hope this, I think it will be. It sounds like a game up my alley, so. But I don't know much about the actual gameplay. Really, I don't know anything about the story or even the graphics, to be honest. I think I saw Cairo play it for like 5 seconds once. Chat, anyone here that's played Helldivers 2? Because I kind of want to know, is it a game that I can like play on and off stream? Like, can I play it with like Poi and stuff and then just stream it randomly? Or is there like a story that it's really fun to like see as you go? Right? Because like if it's got like a really like cheesy, how do you put like EDF, Starship Trooper story, right? Oh, no story? There is no story? Oh, okay. Well, that answers that. Then I obviously can just play it on and off stream. But yeah, if it had like a really cheesy story and like cutscenes and stuff, obviously I'd want to, you know, like chat see that as I play through it. But if it's purely just like multiplayer, so is it? I didn't realize. Is it like is it kind of like Vermintide, Warhammer Vermintide? Is it kind of that format of a game? Is it like EDF? Plus, like, you know, Left 4 Dead or Vermintide or that kind of, you know, wave defense kind of thing. Okay, I'll just play it whenever then. So I'll just play it like off stream and on stream. Okay, I'm glad I know this now. Yeah, Left 4 Dead. Okay. So yeah, it's Earth Defense Force meets Left 4 Dead. That's an interesting idea for a video game with a Starship Trooper kind of vibe there. God, I can't wait for EDF 6, dude. It probably won't let me down like Dragon's Dogma did. Dude, I am so surprised by that. I really thought they couldn't go wrong with Dogma too, man, but they did.
So she's NPing herself. Why is this even a, like, why didn't they just do this, like, in the visual novel bit? They're not even doing, like, anything special. What the hell? They didn't do anything special with that. What? I guess he is an Avenger, though, isn't he? Yeah, one of them's a Saber, I think, and one of them's a Avenger. I have no idea why they're randomly here, though. Whose side are they even on? I'm so confused. That is not a character I was expecting to see. Did she just die there? Get cut in half? So who summoned them? The Greek saved the day. So was this Chaldea's Nito Christo? Boy, they don't give her much time to talk. Holy shit, they don't get to do anything. It's instantly gone. This has been a very strange story. Yeah, just yeeted Nito and left. I feel like out of all the servants they could summon real quick like that, they obviously got the job done, but I feel like there's better picks. There's some pretty nasty NPs out there. We'll watch some of the story here before we wrap up, until we get to a gameplay segment. Well, one of them is an Avenger. And I don't know, maybe Edmund only can summon Avengers. You could summon Lobo, though. I think his NP would probably work. Lobo's pretty damn strong, lore-wise. But yeah, I'm guessing Edmund is only able to summon Avengers here. What on earth is happening right now? Did I just say 1833 or something? What is this? Shit, I skipped over it. God damn it. I'm assuming that's Count of Monte Cristo get up though. That was kind of that was like the one thing that kind of got spoiled. Someone blurted out that there was a second Edmund, and I'm like, oh geez, I wonder what that is. But I didn't really get to see the design there. Whoops. It looked, for like the half a second I saw it, that looked
a little different than what they showed a long time ago. But I did not see that very clearly. Yeah, Edmund stuff. Oh god, are we about to go into more school bullshit? Been a lot of that. So chat, how have you guys liked OC2 compared to 1? So far, like, I think like setting-wise, I like it more, kind of, even though I'm not really into the school thing. It's just like the Avengers stuff is more interesting. But that Niederchrist boss has literally been the first boss that mattered this entire time. So that hasn't been great. I definitely like the gameplay more in OC1 so far. But like the Avengers stuff I think is kind of interesting, but the school stuff kind of eh. Yeah, like the roster's kind of cool, but yeah, the story itself is kind of weird. Feels kind of forced with the school thing. I think this would have been a lot better. I think this actually could have been really awesome if they had balls. And instead of doing this vague, it's kind of your backstory, but not really. If it was just your fucking backstory, right? Like the MC's backstory. But, you know, that would imply having a defined character, and they don't want to do that. But if we had, like, actual MC backstory, and even, like, leads in, like, the very end of this could be, like, right, like, the day he went to Chaldea or something, that'd actually be kind of, like, awesome, and I think could really add a lot to the story. But because it's not really that, it's kind of whatever. Yeah, this kind of like, you know, a half in, half out thing kind of ruins the potential. Chat, do Japanese schools actually have benches on the roof? I don't even know. Like, I have no idea. Yes, Jesus. That wouldn't be bad, eating outside. You know, that's a pretty common thing, I would say. Like, a lot of people are just gonna be too fucking lazy, though, to deal with that. Why didn't we have a bodyguard to begin with? Wait, are you telling me this whole time there wasn't a servant with us constantly? Like, we had Antonio, Asan, Jalter, and this whole time the character didn't have a bodyguard? What the fuck are they doing? It doesn't even make sense. Also, wouldn't the police, like, take you into custody because your family is dead? Also, Mozart. So I'm assuming he's still, like, Singularity Mozart, not, like, Chaldea Mozart. I mean, even if it was a gas leak, you're now a minor with no family. So, they would probably, like, take you into protective custody and look for your next of kin. I'm pretty sure that would be the thing to do here. Wait, with... So I guess Antonio was following you and not wasn't like with your family, I guess, then when they got murdered. But then why is Hassan now? I'm confused. Lobo is the police. That'd be great. We have a dad that hasn't shown up yet. Is it Edmund? Because that'd be kind of funny. Yeah, I knew we were at school, like the Boudica thing, and then you go home and then they're dead. But still, if your dad was away, I think the police would probably still take you in and look for, you know, some kind of relative. Like grandparents or uncle or something. Mozart asks you where MASH is. Get angry. Well, that's not very nice. I'm confused though. Why would he even think this? Like, why would he even think this would affect MASH and Da Vinci? Because they're like, we already know they're NPCs, and like we had to take the other NPCs over with the Chaldea version. So I imagine Chaldea MASH is literally just chilling. So I don't see why he would even like be that messed up about this. Because that's my assumption is when you're done here, MASH is just chilling like nothing happened, so. Like, is this story literally trying to turn the main character into an Avenger based off of NPCs dying? Like we're that dumb? Is that the story here? Because that's not great. See, and this is just bad writing or being afraid. Because if you wanted to do this, what you have to do is actually have someone that matters die. Right, like that's how you do this, right? This is so hollow, shallow, because there's just no reason for it. You had like fake Da Vinci and fake MASH die. Who gives a flying fuck? Yeah, I hope Angra's in this story. I suspect he will be, but we'll see. Don't fucking spoil it. Slap the shit out of you, chat. Why is Scath here, of all people? That's so random. Like, is she like, she's your aunt? What the fuck? That is one. What? I don't question it. Just don't question it. It's not even an Avenger, but I wonder if they'll have Servant Scath show up, because then that would be a good time for them to explain the whole thing I was saying earlier about, you know, her not being summonable outside of FGO. Next of kin, though, yeah, right? Wouldn't you go to her, though? Like, realistically, not the other way around? Like, I would imagine the police would, like, take you to wherever she was. I'm pretty sure that's how that would go down. Did it be grandmother? That would have been pretty funny. I'm guessing Edmund's the dad, though, but I guess we'll see. Either that or it's the Count, who is probably also Edmund anyway, but I could see them making the baddie the dad. I hope regular Mozart shows up at least a little bit in this story. It'll be lame if he's not, especially with Antonio getting so much screen time here. Mozart has one of the only good conversations in early FGO. Like, his conversation with Mash is actually pretty good, and like the early writing of FGO is so bad, it really stands out as being like the only not piece of shit. Orleans really should have been animated, honestly. So, what did we do to be able to get Chaldia, Alter? This ain't Arknights. What did we do to be able to get Chaldia, Jalter, and Antonio and all that here? Like how everyone's just spamming the skull icon there. Arknights collab, let's go. Because it'd be nice if they would have some of the other servants show up, but I don't think they're gonna do that. Wow, there's a lot of not combat here. Ant Scath, though. Oh yeah, she's gonna have to be in the story at some point. Otherwise, she wouldn't be rated up. I'm guessing this is a flashback. Chat, is she still technically French because she was like born out of the Grail, right? So in a way, her nationality is like Angre mud, or it's not. Well, she's not really Angre related, I guess, because you know Gilles de Ray's wish and all that. But still, you know what I mean. Kind of, I don't know how that works. Yeah, I guess her father is Gilles de Ray's in a way. Yeah, she was in Orleans, so I guess that could count. Fair enough. Oh, wow, they actually used the Orleans sprite. I'm assuming that was a quick little Orleans flashback there. My god. That really did need to be animated. It's so weird, like, it went straight to Babylonia. That was kind of awful. They should have done, like, Orleans, London, Babylonia, Solomon. That's a pretty smooth way to, like, show the story. Yeah, we checked Orleans Jolter. She did not get the animation update. She's actually the first NPC version that hasn't. Like, Corrupted Ushi got it, Lion King got it, and Lion King even got a custom NP sprite, which is way more work than they normally do. Which is shocking they didn't make her a costume then, but, yeah, one, London could really use being expanded upon and, like, improved. And also, it's just important because London's got, like, the first encounter with Guadia and all that. Like, going straight to Babylonia and Solomon, there's, like, no, it just doesn't work. It really doesn't. Like, who the fuck is Guadia? It's so weird. Chat, I think we found the longest part of the story without a combat node. This song would have been good for the Nito Christie mirror match. Maybe I'll use it in the mirror, in the video. Because this is a song that plays in Blaze Blue when you're in a mirror match. Which is crazy that they made a song for that. I don't know if anyone would get that reference, and the vibe of the song maybe doesn't fit perfectly, so we'll see. Yeah, there's Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and there's a lot of Egyptian sounding music out there and such. There's a boss in Vandictus named Iset, who's very Egyptian themed. They have a boss theme that would be fitting. And then I remember, I'm going on a tangent here, but then there was a boss called like Havan or something like that, which was a giant sand golem that looked like a pharaoh. And he had kind of this awesome mechanic where you didn't have a lot of time to react to this. He would start doing like this big sandstorm thing, and you had to get behind a sand pillar to not get like caught in it. And if you got caught in it, you would get one shot. But while you're getting caught in it, if one of your teammates that dodged it correctly and that was behind cover, they could try to save. They only had a few seconds to do it, but they could try to save you by shooting a chain and like trying to grab you with it, and then that would save you from dying. That was a really cool mechanic, honestly. And he had really good boss music, so maybe I'll use that. We'll see. Man, Ricky Boy has just not gotten to do anything, man. Kind of sucks. What did you set? Yeah, I know. I think her name is literally spelled I in set, like S-E-T, I think. I'll have to check to be sure. Yeah, that's Takahime, what's their name? She also hasn't gotten to do anything. Now, I'm sure they want you to think this is regular Antoinette, but I assume it's going to somehow turn into Alter, but I guess we'll see. I feel like they should have used, new character. Oh, that is so clearly the guy that they've shown. Like earlier on, like one of the antagonists they've shown, or servants. That's a big boy though. But what was I saying? Oh, with Antoinette Alter, they really should. Mozart should be playing a bigger role. So there's like French stuff that's relevant, and they could have used Sanson or just whoever in the story at the school, and then like do more Antoinette Jalter stuff sooner, and kind of build up to whatever the fuck is gonna go on with Antoinette Alter. Because if she's gonna have like trauma or whatever the fuck, if they kind of just like bring that up out of nowhere, it's not great. By the way, better use of the color red than on the school uniforms, I'm just saying. This guy's totally gonna be playable though. Yeah, not a bad guy, guys. Don't worry about it. Jesus, though, he's a lot bigger than I thought he was gonna be. From like what little we'd seen of him before, I thought he was kind of a skinny boy, but no, not a skinny boy. Is he an Avenger then, I wonder? I guess we'll see. Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna be in this. Don't spoil it, but I wonder if he's in this story in like a major way, or if they're kind of building him up for later. Because maybe he'll be in the part 2 banner. I wasn't expecting to be that soon though. So I guess we'll see. I mean, something has to be in the part 2 banner. I'm kind of expecting that to be Edmund though. Maybe he'll, like maybe his whole story is not in this bit and he's gonna be in the next part, maybe? I don't know. Could be him and Edmund though, I guess, that's possible. Someone would have to be the 4-star though, and he doesn't seem like the 4-star type. I think Jolter will get a banner, but it'll probably be a separate banner. Why are people saying he looks like Doorman? He doesn't look like Doorman at all. What on earth are you all talking about? Like, Doorman looks like he got ran over by the rat roller, and then the rat roller just had random colors on it. Like, they don't look similar at all, dude. I mean, he's like, you know, green, red, gray, white, yellow, like, you know, he's all over the place. He does kind of have a sus aura, I grant you that, but I mean, a lot of people do. So what the hell is happening right now? I do like the design of the guy there, but I don't think he'll get that suit when he's playable, so that may change rapidly. Fuck if I know. Pretty much all these should be costumes, though. Like, this game doesn't know how to make money, dude. God, I hate the red on these sleeves, dude. Like fucking white, red, purple. And then the black jacket. Just yikes, dude. Surely that's the last. No, wow, I think we've done 2 chapters of no combat. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll probably play Slay the Spire, and then probably Helldiver soon though, but I want to play with Boy. Why are they blacking it out? We already saw it. What is this? Is that a dragon? Not exactly what I was expecting to see here. Yeah, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, I'm sure. Oh my god, I just remembered. There's potential for a fucking fruit to be playable. And to be clear, I'm not... I mean a fruit. Like, I mean literally a fruit given heroic spirit form for some reason. I would be surprised if that's not playable, honestly, considering the design. I think, I mean, maybe not soon, maybe way down the line, like look how long Tiamat took. My god. But I definitely think that's going to be playable at some point. Yeah, we do have a literal book in a city, that's true. Could be an OC3. Never know. Just like a shipping company or something. It's a giant ass building.
Voyager. So dumb he didn't get his class. I didn't realize this song was on the playlist. I normally play it manually. I didn't think I had it on here. Well, I guess that's Alter. Yeah, I guess Arkaway technically, but that's kind of different though. At first I was gonna say this isn't very VTuber-y, just like having the black at the end, that's pretty tame, but then I realized this is not a ribbon. I thought this was a ribbon. So no, it's VTuber-y. It's crazy how common, like, ridiculous hair like that has become since VTubers. Like, oh my god, dude. It's been so many things now. Yeah, I figure shit has to hit the fan soon because they only want so many chapters because they don't want to give you too much free SQ. And a big thing when like they're going VTuber mode, it's not just having more than one hair color, because a lot of people might have like a highlight, right? Like they have brown hair and they have like light brown highlights or something, right? Like that's super normal. But what like it's got to be more than that. It's got to be like the inside of the hair is a different color, or this half of the hair is one color, then this one strand's another color, and the other half of the hair is another color, right? It's shit like that, and that's becoming very common. Say hair, right? That's all I have to say, really. Yeah, 2 hair color, especially highlights, that's like been a thing forever. It's like so tame, no one even like notices it. Unless you do something crazy like, you know, pink and purple, or, well, no, those are still similar colors, but it's still unnatural color, I suppose. But anyway, if you did like, I don't know, like green into blue, right, that'll stand out quite a bit. Why does she have a belt? What? That looks so dumb. I didn't realize that, dude. Because that is a belt for a skirt. Oh my god, that is so dumb, dude. Like, they already have dumb stuff like someone wearing pants and they have like 8 belts, but like this is literally a belt on a skirt. That is so dumb. Holy shit, that's stupid. Oh my god. I tell you, a lot of anime games really do like doing weird things with belts. I don't know why. Like, oh my god, Blaze Blue just has so many characters with really bizarre belts. Are we like in a theater or something? See red. Yeah, Blaze Blue probably has the most belts and overall character designs that I've ever seen. It's actually wild.
I didn't really pay attention to her regular design the other day, if it had belts and shit. I'm sure stage 2 and 3 don't, but I didn't really pay attention to stage 1. All I've really seen from Kingdom Hearts is everyone's shoes are fucking-normous. Like, just for some reason. Also, I've never, like, really seen a lot of Kingdom Hearts, but just the random clips of it I've seen on, like, streams or a video or whatever, the plot seems so convoluted. Like, just, not, like, a little convoluted, like, just layers and layers of convoluted bullshit. And the actual story is really simple and dumb. Like, that's what it seems like to me. Chat, send me a Kingdom Hearts design. Somebody link me something stupid from Kingdom Hearts. Let me see. Did we just get smacked? The movie you're watching is about revenge. Not very subtle. So why are we randomly hanging out with this lady? Because we literally just met her. I'm confused. Like, she has not been in the story this entire time until literally this, like, chapter. Or this cutscene even. Arrow. I like how I said I would keep going until we got to a combat section, and it's just it doesn't stop. Damn. Everyone's getting dripped out. Old man fight, we'll see. I definitely think he's an antagonist. I mean, they're not gonna just randomly have someone show up as a protagonist right now, I don't think. What the fuck? That's normal. It's kind of disgusting. Okay, there we go, chat. I'm guessing you're gonna fight that thing, which I'm curious to see, but we'll save that for next time here. Well, at least we had one boss fight today, and it was okay. You know, it was real gameplay. You know, you had to actually fight the boss. You could lose. I just don't like that it was RNG. If you cut the RNG, it'd be pretty cool, but the RNG definitely holds that fight back a lot. All right, what chapter are we on? Huh, doesn't say. Normally it does. Either that or they're using Japanese characters, but they normally don't. I don't think they ever have. Generally, you know, it's just in English. 15. Is it this? It's in Japanese. I don't know why. That is weird. They've never done it in Japanese before. Maybe they just decide. I mean, obviously we're in the Japanese version. It's just they've never done it before, so it's kind of odd. We're probably about halfway, I would think. Like chapter number wise, probably over halfway, but normally the ending chapters get a bit chunkier and like more combat heavy and stuff, so they're normally between like, you know, 22 to like 26 chapters, I would say, generally speaking. That's not that many belts. I mean, that's like 3 belts. Although I just realized his shoulder pad is just a bunch of belts. So, okay, never mind. Yeah, that's pretty belt happy. Why belts? It's not just Kingdom Hearts, right? It's a lot of things. Like wacky belts are in quite a few things. So I don't really get like why. It's just, I guess because it's like a customizable accessory, I guess. Because Lost Belt, I don't even start. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, chat. Get some water, etc., etc. This is like the town theme of Divinity Original Sin, which is amazing. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we'll come back with Slay the Spire. But, yep, thank you guys for hanging out. If you're just here for FGO, we'll be back at it decently soon. But yeah, I'll be back in maybe 10 minutes, something like that, 10, 20 minutes. Peace!